just saw the kickoff. I'm not sure if you're probably gonna be a little bit ahead of me.
I am. Clock's at 14:24 right now. The Green Bay Packers football season has officially started. Minnesota Vikings
Not sure.
on offense.
All right. Well, okay, so you're just gonna be one play ahead of me then for most of the game. I'll try to refresh it whenever we get commercial breaks, see if we can get it up there. So I did just see that first down play to the tight end there.
Yeah, man. So first game since the playoff. Well, actually, no, we did the preseason game against the Saints.
Yeah, this is our first like meaningful game since the NFC Championship game.
Divisional.
Yeah, divisional. My bad.
Um, but so far, so Minnesota, they have an entirely new coaching staff.
Yeah, everyone's
Offense,
brand new.
defense. They're going through a lot of transition, but they're still a very talented team. Got a lot of blue chip stars. A lot of people picking them as an upset division winner. But we'll see, because right now we've got them in a 3rd and 5, and Cousins is in the shotgun. We're playing press coverage. All right, well, they pick up that first with a chunk, probably 15 yards, and I got to
Dang.
wonder, why do we have Eric Stokes on Justin Jefferson instead of your Alexander?
So are we just keeping Jair on one side? We're
I don't know,
probably
man.
not.
My eye on it,
Yeah,
but I don't like that matchup, man.
yeah. We kind of did that last year before he got hurt, where Jair just kind of did the Jalen Ramsey thing where he only played on one side of the field, which kind of makes it tough if you scheme. You can just scheme guys open that way. Like we might not see Jair on Jefferson too much today if that's the case. I am seeing the third down now. It looks like we showed blitz on our inside backers there, and yeah, Stokes just kind of got beat on the inside route there.
Yeah, got beat right off the line,
Mhm.
in the same way that Devontae beats guys off the line.
Yeah, it's a real nice first step by Jefferson. He had on that. Vikings are coming out, kind of moving the ball.
They are. They're doing a lot of passing.
Yep.
Traditionally run first offense, but the word has been that their new head coach, Kevin O'Connell, wants to be a pass first offense.
Yeah, which works well for Jefferson. Very well could lead the league in receptions and yards this year then.
Well, they're feeding them already. He just picked up another chunk gain.
All right, I'm on this. I'm about to see the second down play. I'm at 12:01.
Dude, this we just had Quay Walker in coverage on Justin Jefferson.
Oh wow.
Like, what the hell are you thinking,
I
Joe
know
Barry? Come on.
that's a mismatch. I know Quay's a real fast inside linebacker, but you can't be having inside linebacker on Justin Jefferson.
All right. We had a nice sandwich of Cousins, but he did release the ball right before getting hit. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, I did just see that. It looks like Quay was in a zone there, but it wasn't like a legit man. It was kind of like a cloud zone. But Jefferson just he really found that soft spot there on the sideline because our corner was playing way off. Who was it? It was Stokes. Yeah, they're gonna Jair's on that top side there. They're not moving him so far. I wonder if they do after this first drive. They're already in field goal range, so.
Yeah, I mean, this will be interesting. Jefferson has been eating on this drive.
Yeah,
kind of going back to, the divisional game against San Francisco last year. Our opening drive, Devontae was killing them. They adjusted. Are we going to be able to adjust?
Yeah, red zone already. They're already looking at at least 3 on this drive.
Well, you never know. Maybe our renowned special teams unit will block a field goal, right?
I do see Jaron Reed getting a lot of snaps on that D line so far in this first drive.
Yeah, man. I think Reed is probably our second best defensive lineman behind
Oh,
Clark now.
yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
3rd and 8 in the red zone. Cousins in the shotgun. They motion Thielen. Looks like we're playing coverage. Yep. All right. They go to Thielen underneath, Walker in coverage, and Thielen. It's going to depend on the spot. Right now, it looks like he might be about 6 inches short.
Coy Walker did have a real nice hit on the fullback tight end there on the second down play.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
this game plan
it's gonna be
makes sense
close.
for Minnesota, though.
Yeah.
Attacking a rookie linebacker in space,
hmm
making him prove that
He
he can handle NFL zones.
he's gonna take his lumps early on. I don't expect him to,
All
maybe
right, 4th and 1, man. They're going for it. They're lined up in a heavy formation. I think they probably do run with Delvin Cook. Oh, nope. All right. Touchdown to Jefferson.
not an
This
ideal
this
start.
vaunted defense, all the hype in the offseason, they just had it march down their throats all the way down the field.
Hopefully Joe Barry can make some adjustments here already. Not the start you wanted.
Dude, and that was creative too. They had Jefferson in motion,
hmm
um, and just ran a little flare as he's moving. Hard to defend a thing like that, but they've been using Jefferson in a variety of creative ways on this first drive.
I'm about to see the 4th and 1 right now. Uh, that that was the same thing they did with Devontae. That's
Yep.
the exact same play that we did with Devontae against the Rams for that touchdown right there. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kevin O'Connell, new Vikings head coach, he comes from that McVay coaching
hmm
tree, same as LaFleur. Um, man, that not a great start there when you consider that we're going into the season thinking defense is our strength and
hmm
offense might take some time to click. Pressure is immediately on the offense now to keep up because I
Yep.
mean, God forbid we get like a 2-score deficit. With the state of our offensive line today, things could get ugly.
Let's hope this is kind of like the NFC divisional game where we kind of came right down. We scored first drive, and then we just didn't do shit the rest of the game really. So, all right, well, we're going to commercial break. So these are our keys to the game. Well, it looks like they're not going to go one by one. So, well, I think that stopping the Minnesota running game from Inland yards and first down was key. They really didn't come out running too much on this first drive. Capitalize on turnover opportunities. Kirk always kind of throws one or two at you per game. Last year, week 11, Savage had a couple that he just didn't come down with. So
Yeah, I mean, we would have won that game if he
yeah,
just held on to at least one pick.
uh,
It'll be interesting to see how Savage responds this year because he kind of was ascending to a pretty high level at the end of 2020,
mhm.
but then took that step back last year. And maybe it's new defensive system takes some guys longer than others to learn it. Hopefully, he can hit the ground running this year.
I didn't even notice him. I know he was out there, but I didn't see him do much of anything on that first drive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't really take any deep
Deep
shots for the
shots,
most part.
true. Yeah, you're probably gonna see us probably play a lot of cover two, trying not to give up anything deep. It's kind of the same thing you saw Buffalo do against the Rams. Do that shell cover two, where give up anything deep. Kind of got dink and dunk, and have those 10, 11 play drives. But Minnesota clearly just did it. So number three, especially now after seeing that first drive, we gotta get into a rhythm on offense early. Go with the short, high percentage passes. Get some confidence in those young receivers. Get the ball in their receivers' in those hands, and just kind of have long, sustained drives. Try to keep our defense off the field, which kind of plays into my number four, which is get off the field on third downs in the first half. Didn't happen on this one. defense can get pretty gassed in the second half. You keep doing those 10, 11 play drives in the first half. And number
Yeah, and
5.
we had them in multiple third down
Hmm.
situations. One of the things that kind of jumped out to me on that first drive was I expected our front seven to be getting a lot more pressure on Cousins. You know, the Vikings
Yeah.
offensive line, not known as a strength. He had quite a bit of time in the pocket for most of those plays. I think he might
Hmm.
have got pressured on one of them.
Hmm. Yeah, it was just the one play I saw Preston kind of come off the edge there and get in his face a little bit, but yeah, almost no pocket collapsing. 5 come out of the gate strong and kill that Minnesota momentum. Yeah, 7-0. Giving up a first drive touchdown. Yeah, we got a match. Probably a match on this one. So those would be my keys to the game.
All right, man. We come out with a deep shot. Oh, you fucking retard. You retard. Christian Watson just dropped a sure touchdown. Rodgers on the money, right in his fucking hands. Would have been a touchdown. He had his man beat by like 5 yards, and
God
he
damn.
drops it.
I'm about to see it. I just saw the kickoff return time. This sucks. I'm like a minute behind.
Oh God, man. Well, let's hope that this doesn't immediately start the Rodgers. I'm not throwing to Watson for the rest of this game.
I don't think he's got much of a choice. Like,
Oh,
oh,
Jesus. That was a touchdown right there, man. Are you kidding me, Rook?
I'm surprised we got Watson out there with the starting group instead of Dobbs.
Yeah, well, I mean, the coaches have seen Watson in
Oh my
practice for the
God, yeah, he
past.
was wide
Yeah.
open. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're way far behind me.
I just saw it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches have seen Watson in practice for about 3 weeks. He's been back from his knee surgery for that long. We just never got to see him in a preseason game like we did with Dobbs.
Oh my God, he took his
So maybe the coaches see the potential that made us trade up for him to the top of the second. Aaron Jones had a nice run for a first down off tackle.
I do see Dobbs. So Watson's immediately out on that second down. We put Dobbs in. And yeah, Jones slashing, taking the pitch carry, picking up that first down. Tie your shoes, Aaron Jones.
All right, so it does look like we have gone with the offensive line formation
Jake
of
Hansen's out there, right?
Hanson at
Yeah.
right guard, Newman at right tackle, and I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Zach Tom didn't get to start right tackle. Played really
Yeah,
good in the preseason. But looking like we're going with the vets.
I mean, I don't mind Newman at right guard.
Yeah, I don't mind him
I don't
either.
want Hanson out there, man. Hanson has 6 offensive snaps in the NFL. Tell me how he's any more of a sure bet than putting Zach Tom out there.
It might just be. I'm just speculating here. It could be that right tackle. You're putting him out there on that tackle. It's more of a premier position. You kind of start an inexperienced guy on the inside. He's got more help. He's got guys on both sides. Whereas we put Zach Tom out there at right tackle. Uh, that edge. All right, let's see. I'm watching Cobby go in motion. I see a handoff to Aaron Jones. He picks up like 4 or 5. I'm sure you've already probably seen the third down play. So
Yeah, you are way far behind.
I feel like I'm getting further behind as we watch this too.
I'll spoil it for you.
We probably
Rodgers
don't
tries
pick
to
it
go to
up.
Dobbs, and it looks like Dobbs wasn't in the right spot. Some sort of miscommunication. So we are now punting.
All right, great.
I will say one positive from that series is when we chose the run, seemed to be getting some good movement. We just happened to pass more than we ran,
I don't
and
like the fact that we're passing as much as we are.
so far both rookies making mistakes.
Yep.
Which this is I'm sorry, I'm gonna walk and talk here because my dog is freaking out, so I gotta let her outside. but the rookies making mistakes, that kind of plays into one of my keys for the game. Uh, I guess I'll mix and match and jump around here. My number 3 key to the game is that either Dobbs or Watson need to generate chunk plays, because with Lazard out, um, Watkins is going to get heavy coverage, and frankly, I think he's going to be kind of blanketed. Uh, I bet Minnesota makes the rookies prove that they are a threat. Frankly, I don't think Cobb, he can't be a primary guy. You know, he
Agreed.
can be your safety valve. So these rookies, they need to step up and show that they belong in the NFL. Uh, Watson certainly had the opportunity there, and my God, that was not a good start to his career. Uh, so some other keys to the game, and frankly, I think this is probably the biggest key, is Yosh Nijman. I think he needs to win his one-on-ones,
You
because when you
saw,
got Royce Newman at starting at right tackle, he is going to need help on almost every play. So you can't help both tackles.
you,
Nijman's going to be going up against either Danielle Hunter or Zadarius Smith, depending on how Minnesota lines up. Those are both elite pass rushers. So big assignment for the young buck today. Um,
on
Hope
that
he
first
pulls through.
drive, it was primarily Z lining up over Yosh there.
Yeah. Um, Second key to the game, and we saw a little bit of this already. I think one of the best things we can do to help negate that pass rush, because yeah, both of them are great pass rushers, but they're both smaller guys
Hmm.
with a history of back and neck injuries. I want to run right at them, heavy
Hmm.
dose of AJ Dillon bashing into them and Aaron Jones slashing.
Hmm.
Interesting that no AJ Dillon on that drive, just Aaron Jones. We heard all this talk about we're going to have both running backs on the field together. So far, it seems like we're right back to last year's alternating series.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm really surprised we didn't see them both out there on that first shot at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I think AJ Dillon is going to be key to, if you run a big guy like that straight at their edge players, that's going to help tire them out.
Yeah, we better go
Um,
heavy run on this next drive, and hopefully AJ Dillon's out there
yeah.
for it.
So
I would anticipate he's going to get the second drive.
yeah. So game is back on. So I will quickly go through my last two. Uh, Number 4 here. It's time for the D line to validate all that hype they've had the entire
Agreed.
offseason. Minnesota's offensive line, not known for being a great one. If our D line can make life miserable for Cousins, uh, he's probably going to chuck some up. Um, Not a great start with the first drive, but we'll see. And then last of all, win time of possession. We don't want to get into a shootout with this Minnesota offense.
Hmm.
I think we really need to have sustained drives, and we need to focus on stopping their run game, so we can get them in some third downs and hopefully shorten their drives.
Much
Because
agreed.
I don't want to see a shootout. I want to see us with like 35 minutes time of possession.
Yeah, I think I think we're in a world of hurt if they go down and score another touchdown this drive.
Well, we've got them in a 3rd and 7 right now.
I like the play on first down. Preston got him, man, at the edge. Got set the edge. Got cooked.
Yeah, baby. Woo, woo.
I'm gonna like what I see then. All right, nice tackle on second down by Quay Walker. He's all over this fucking field.
Dude, we're putting a lot of trust in Quay Walker. Really just throwing him in like a vet.
Yeah, I mean he was the first linebacker taken off the board in the draft. Well, I didn't like the way he kind of landed on his arm there, but I'm assuming we're getting a punt here. Uh, let's see. I'm about to watch the third down play. All right, we got Kenny Clark at D end on it. Preston down low. Quay in the middle, Devondre down low covering a or wide receiver, and Rashawn Gary and Kenny met him at the quarterback. Nice. Good stuff. Go with Sean. All right. These
Oh wait,
are,
I'm sorry. I was distracted. Did you see the third down play yet?
yeah, just saw it.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. If you notice formation of the defensive line there, we really overloaded the right side of their offensive line,
Yep.
and that's where Gary broke through with the sack. And I actually think that's a wonderful transition to our bold predictions because I've got one involving Mr. Gary.
Yeah, I'm just watching this punt return real quick. It was nothing special. All right. So we're switching up this year. Instead of doing the 5 bold predictions, we're doing a bold, bolder, and boldest. So my bold is I think Aaron Jones is our leading receiver today. Not out of the realm of possibility, seeing as our, Lazard's out. We lost Devontae. We lost MBS. I mean,
It is interesting. I don't think I've seen him run a route yet.
no, I don't think so either. Mm,
But I mean that could be given the banged up state of our offensive line. He might actually be doing a lot of blocking today,
mm-hmm.
which would be unfortunate because he is
He's so
a hell of a
dynamic.
receiving threat.
So dynamic. He's kind of got to be our do it all guy. Kind of got to be like our Christian McCaffrey type guy today.
Uh,
My my boulder. I had you
Oh,
in mind when I
I
picked.
feel like the format of bold, bolder, boldest.
Oh,
We
you
should
want to
probably
go?
go every other and escalate.
I'm gonna switch this so that you can't see them all at the same
Yeah,
time next week.
that
So
would be ideal. So my bold, I'm gonna say that Rodgers overcomes the offensive line, overcomes the rookie receivers, and I think he ends up throwing at least 3 touchdown passes today.
I think so. I think it's gonna take at least probably 3 touchdowns to beat Minnesota today. So I hope so.
Yeah, I just think they got a whole new defensive system transitioning from a 4-3 to a 3-4. A lot of young guys in the secondary, um, and they're going to be keying in on our run game first and foremost.
Hmm.
So I think Rogers is going to have some opportunities.
My boulder is Amari Rogers is gonna score his first career touchdown today.
That's Boulder.
I, I think it might even come on a jet sweep too. Maybe might even come on a jet
All right.
sweep.
My Boulder, kind of going back to Minnesota having an entirely new coaching staff and not having much preseason work with their starters. I think they end up having over 12 penalties.
That would be great. We have a shot at winning if they have over 12 penalties. My
Uh,
boldest, and it is certainly really bold. Sammy Watkins has the best game of his career today.
I'm curious, have you looked up what the best game of his career was
I think
prior?
it. I think it was in Buffalo, and I think he had like 200 yards receiving and like 7 or 8 catches.
That's pretty bold, man.
Yeah.
Um, Mine, I guess I didn't go quite that bold. Maybe I should have gone bolder for my boldest. Um, Sorry, 1 second here.
Well, going forward, I'm just gonna say that like our special teams gets a touchdown. That's gonna be the boldest claim there is. All right, you're probably on second or third down.
I just watched second. Yeah. So my
You
boldest,
just watch second. I'm just about to watch first. God damn it.
yeah,
I
my
hate this
boldest.
streaming.
So far, I've already got a good start to it. I think Rashawn Gary has at least 2.5 sacks today. I almost said 3, so maybe you went pretty damn bold, so I'll boost it to Rashawn Gary has 3 sacks today, and
Okay,
the defense generates at least 2 turnovers.
that's that's good. Did you see TJ Watt got taken to the locker room halfway through the game today?
No,
Yeah, he got hurt again today. All right, let's see. Am I gonna like the second down play I'm about to watch?
you're
I
not
see
gonna
that we
like.
both got Dylan and Jones out there.
Oh my god, dude, what is with this fucking Packers team and just making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again? Third down, we just let the clock run all the way down. It does look like we called timeout at the last second.
Oh,
But it's
it's
like,
just
what? Why do we
typical.
just not value timeouts at all? At
We don't.
every single game, we are burning them like Like smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's just always been an issue for it. Probably always will be as long as Aaron's our quarterback too.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he
Well,
called timeout.
we're in a 3rd and 4. Had a couple runs with Dylan, but Minnesota, like they're keying in on the run game. They're gonna force us to beat them through the air. And this stadium is loud right now, man. We got a lot of young guys on the offensive line. We got young receivers. Someone needs to step up. Rogers in the shotgun. Motion AJ Dillon. Oh, gonna crack
Knocking
open
out.
my first Oktoberfest of the season.
Nice. Just cracked mine open too. All right, here we go. There's a familiar screen. All right. I'm seeing them come out of the break right now. I see us in shotgun. I see 3 down low. It's like Watkins, Dubes, and Cobb. This would be a great play for Cobb if we go that route. Motion Dylan. You're smiling. Don't like that. Yeah. Hey, I called that though. There we go. Cobb with the first down. That's the only time Rogers ever like throws towards Cobb is if it's like 3rd and short. We just need a first down. He's gonna be that guy for us this year because we don't got Devontae.
I mean, the way this game is going right now, this might be like a revival game for Cobb. Could
We
be one of his
might
best games in years.
we might need him like just to be that guy because there's until we can get these rookies
Jesus,
up to
man.
speed.
All right. So there was
I see Watson coming in motion.
yeah. Go ahead and watch Watson shit blocking on this run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the very bad effort on that. It was outside toss to Dylan, and Watson was in motion for the block. Probably could have sealed the edge, but he didn't put much effort in. But then the next play, 2nd and 8, Rogers puts Dylan in a position to just get his head ripped off. Like really poor ball placement
Mm-hmm.
on a little out pass or
This
out route.
this is on the 2nd down play I'm about to watch.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for you.
Oh
3rd
wow.
and
Yeah.
8. Royce Newman gives up a sack.
Nice.
Fucking dude, you can't. Royce Newman is not a right tackle. I don't know what the hell the coaching staff sees, but they need to put some glasses on.
What's even worse is it's
Oh,
already
my mistake. This wasn't Newman. This was Hansen.
okay.
He just absolutely gets bull rushed by Z. Z gets
Oh,
this.
Za'Darius gets the sack.
Jake Hansen is not a starter in the NFL. I don't. Oh my god, it's gonna be so frustrating if we have to watch a whole game of this and the coaching staff doesn't adjust.
Yep. There's Za'Darius. Za'Darius is pumped he got a sack on Rodgers.
Zari's been talking so much shit this week.
Man, do you see he's all butthurt because like people didn't like ask him how his back was last year.
He's a
Cobb got open too. Cobb got open. Yeah, Hansen just got overmatched on that. It wasn't even close. From the get-go, he got overmatched.
man. From what I'm seeing so far, not much creativity in the offensive game plan at the moment. We're not scheming anyone open. There's been one pass to a running back, and it was just a
Mm-hmm.
flare, and it was a bad pass because Rogers historically can't use touch on those short flare passes. Haven't looked to Big Bobby Tunyon at all. Haven't called Watkins' name. It seems like we're just asking people to win one-on-ones right now, and I don't think that's a very good plan. Whereas Minnesota, they're out there scheming a new way to get Justin Jefferson the ball every single snap.
Yeah, it seems like we've come out really flat and uncreative, a lot like we did last year in New Orleans. I don't know if you've been listening to some of the press conferences this week, especially from like Rodgers, but the way they were talking, I didn't like the way they were talking. Like Rodgers was basically saying that like if we lose this game, like don't freak out, guys. It's not the end of the world. Like why are you even entertaining that idea that like you're gonna like
It's a
like if you
divisional
go,
game, man.
yeah, I know. But he literally asked reporters, or told reporters, he's like, we're gonna try to win, but even if we lose, look at what happened last year. We were just fine. Like it's gonna take some time.
I don't like that one
Yeah,
bit.
me neither.
Tom Brady wouldn't be saying that shit.
No, no. Did you see it? Tom Brady took. Remember when he took like that was 2 weeks off during training camp preseason?
Yeah, yeah.
He took his family down to the Bahamas.
I heard
That-
that. I
yeah,
I heard there's been some marital turmoil
yeah.
due to the unretirement, which would not surprise me if that actually makes this Brady's true last year.
Oh, I'm sure it will because he also has that television deal that he's already signed. He can do it whenever he retires.
Yeah, like $400 million or something.
How do you think he does this year? You think he's gonna hold up?
I've learned to stop betting against Brady.
Same.
I did it for a long time, kept thinking the wheels would fall off at some point.
Remember
The
when
dude is a freak.
I remember when he was like 38, and I was like, this has got to be the year that he's done. He's only won like 2 or 3 Super Bowls since then. And they're showing that replay of Watson. Man, that would have been nice. He just dumb mistake. I
It
don't
was a
think
touchdown. He had his man
yeah,
beat by 5 yards. It was an
I
easy
know,
touchdown.
I
And
know.
Rodgers placed the ball perfectly. All right, man. You got to run some play-by-play because with me being so far ahead of you, I don't know what I should or shouldn't be commenting on.
All right, I'll take over the play-by-play. Just try to remember the 2 plays earlier. All right, I see. It's 1st and 10. They just snapped it, handed the ball off to Dalvin Cook. It looked like I think that's Dalvin Cook. He changed his number.
Oh yeah, it does look like Cook changed his number.
Changed it from 2. Yeah, he's got a. Anyway, so he picked up about like 5 yards on it. Rodgers looks pretty pissed, rightfully so.
Yeah,
It's gonna,
but dude, he can't go into that shell where the rookies made a mistake
he's not
and
even
like
like he's just sitting on that bench too. He's not even like talking to him. It's shotgun.
yeah.
They send Cook in motion. It looks. Oh wow, Dean Lowry coming into that backfield real quick, but still gets it off to the fullback Ham, I believe. Probably Ham. Yep, and then picks up the first down.
Yeah. Lowry was completely unblocked on that. But
You think
Cousins got it out.
Reed's a better D lineman than Lowry?
I think so.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess we've never seen him play in the green and gold till now, so we
True,
got to see how he does in this system.
true.
But over the course of his career, I definitely think his highs have been higher.
It's looking about one more play before it's the end of the first quarter. They're in a power eye right now. 1st and 10, almost guarantee it's gonna be a run. It is. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards. This seems like it's gonna be a drive where they're gonna try to eat up the clock, do a lot of run plays, and try to get that time possession on their side a little bit more.
Yeah, I kind of
Oh wow,
expect a deep
hurries to the
shot to
line.
Jefferson at some point in this
He
drive.
hurries to the line, likely just trying to get him to bite. He does. All right, end of the first. So we'll switch this to seconds. I guess this is a decent spot for me to go through my key matchups.
I didn't know we were doing key matchups.
Yeah, I debate whether I even want to do them this year or not, but um, oh, all right, there it goes. I think I got like 4 or 5. It's a good time eater. You probably have a lot of the same ones I do anyway. So
Yeah, I'm just thinking right now about how pissed I am that we have Jake Hansen starting at right guard.
what's
And
worse, while this takes forever to load, is he might be out next week too. Jenkins and Bach. It's already being reported. It's probably gonna be out.
yeah, I mean, you got to think if they're not back in the lineup by week 3, then it was kind of a waste to put them on PUP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I don't know why we didn't because it's 4 weeks for PUP, right?
Yeah.
If they're out for 50% of it or something like that, yeah, just put them on PUP and because they can still train with the ones, they can still do 11-on-11 drills, and then just I don't know, you can move other people up. I don't know. Probably play in week 3 or 4 then, you would assume, but I guess it's no guarantee. My first key matchup, Jair Alexander versus Justin Jefferson. I think that's probably everyone's top key matchup.
Well, dude, we got to actually get a Alexander on Jefferson. So
Yeah,
far,
it's
it
looking
hasn't been
like
the
it's not
case.
going to happen. You already see this kind of happen. However, Z did get a sack by moving around, putting him on the inside. I also anticipated Zach Tom being our right tackle for this game, which is when I made this. So I said Yosh and Tom versus Zadarius and Daniel Hunter. That's not the case. Dylan and Jones versus the Vikings defense. They've been pretty minimal so far in this game, besides the one 10-yard run by Jones. Uh, this one was one of my more favorite ones, the special teams versus their demons. Let's see if we can do something on special teams in this game. And lastly, the post Devontae era, man. This offense is looking pretty shitty, you know. Post Devontae so far.
Ooh, all right.
All right, first down for the Vikes. They run with no, it was 2nd 7. My bad. It's gonna look like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that second down run, their offensive line got a lot of push on us.
Yeah, for sure. Their head coach has come with a lot of fanfare as a real creative guy. 3rd and 2, they're in shotgun, 4 wide. Nothing. Jair Alexander shutting down Thielen, 4th and 2.
Yeah, Kenny Clark shot through the offensive line on that third down.
And they had him at
I almost
defensive
wonder
ends.
if there might have been some miscommunication. They've had a couple plays already where our defensive linemen have shot through almost immediately. So far, it hasn't really bitten them too badly, but get some nice pressure, force Cousins to fire too quickly, and we get them in a 4th down. I'll go ahead and tell you on the punt, because we didn't talk about the first punt of theirs. Their punter way overshot it. Like Amari Rogers caught the ball with probably 20 yards of space to run, and he just went straight forward and got tackled. Like that could have been a much better return, and he took move north and south quite literally. Now on this punt, he calls a fair catch with no one within 10 yards of him.
Yeah.
Dude, Christian Watson was an all-American kick returner, like incredibly fast and big and strong. I've never seen anything from Amari Rogers that convinces me he is a good returner. Why not put Watson back there?
Great question. I don't know. I mean, I probably would do the same. I'd be at least try him
I
out
guess
there.
he did just drop a wide open pass, so maybe
True.
his hands are an issue.
Well, we never even tried him back there at all in training camp or preseason. Like it's probably just
I mean,
not gonna.
he had a lot of kick return experience in college and was very good at it.
Yeah. He went to, what was it, South Dakota State, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that called? Yeah.
Same school that Trey Lance went to.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
North Dakota State.
Trey Lance did not look that great today, dude. 49ers losing to the Bears. The
Dude,
Bears,
I
Bears are
looked
1
away from
0.
that game for a few minutes, and when I turned my head back, it was raining so hard. It was like just an epic scene in a movie. Just like the field, like just stepping on the field, water was splashing all over it.
Mhm.
All these dudes were soaking wet. That was one of the hardest rains I've seen in a football game in some time.
Yeah, the whole field was. They were using those like squeegees to like try to get some water off the grass and push it to the sideline. Yeah, it was wild, dude.
Yeah,
The
but
Lions
that was
almost pull
definitely
them off
a big
one
upset.
two.
Bears beating the Niners.
Lions almost won too. Lions put up some points today.
I didn't see the line score. What was it?
The last time I checked, I think it was like 38-35 at one point in the fourth
Wow.
quarter, and they were losing by 3. I think I'm pretty sure Philly pulled it out though. All right, we gotta get something going on this drive. Man, it sucks seeing Zedarius on the other side. He's already been a game wrecker. All right, shotgun. Well, surprise, surprise. We send Aaron Jones in motion. We hit Big Bob for a nice 25-yard play. Good play.
Yeah, Big Bob completely uncovered in the flat. He takes it and turns upfield. Looked like he had some nice bursts to him. That
Yeah.
ACL doesn't seem to be giving him trouble.
I also see that Christian Watson was not out there on that. We had Romeo Dobbs out there on that. Tanyan might be our top receiving option. I'm surprised we haven't even seen Sammy get a single target yet.
Dude,
Let's see. We
like I
hand the
said,
ball off.
I kind of think that Sammy's going to be blanketed this game. I think Minnesota treats him as our number one receiver, and they'll just go one-on-one with the others.
I promise I'm not going to do this all season long. Do you think we at least have 7 points if we had fucking Devontae yet, though? We still have Devontae? Yeah, I think so too.
Dude, if we had Devontae, Rogers would have already hit a couple of those beautiful back shoulder fades.
Devontae
in
would probably
stride.
already have 8 catches for like 70 yards already. All right, we send Randall in motion. 2nd and 7. We hit Aaron Jones on a real nice out. Takes a hard hit by Bynum, though. Do you know if the Vikings' first-round draft pick, Lewis Stein, is playing in this game today? He's their safety. I know he was
I don't
battling
know,
an
but I will
injury.
tell you this: they're showing a stat right now. Speaking of Devontae Adams, Packers wide receivers yards today 6. Devontae Adams already has 59. They're playing at the same time as us.
Oh, nice. Can't wait to see that stat on my screen. 1st and 10. We're in the I formation. I like this. And we got Quadzilla back there. We don't hand it off to him, though. Not a fan of that move, but we do get a first down by Dylan.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting. Kind of ran the exact same route. We went to Jones in the flat there, and then we come right back and do it to Dylan. Both of them pick up first downs, and we are marching down the field right now. Rogers taking some of the underneath stuff, going to his tight ends and running backs, and we're moving it.
What have you heard about Lazard? Like, I know he got stepped on in practice and he's out. Like, how bad of an injury? We are pretty close to the fucking red zone now. Knocking on the door, 1st and 10. You can answer that whenever you're free. Oh, we hit the end around with Christian Watson.
I didn't think Watson ran hard enough on that end around.
No, he looked weird, like taking that end around. Like he just
I mean, that looked like practice speed to me. He
Mhm.
should have hit it hard for a first down. He gets 7 yards. But yeah.
I might have to eat a plate of crow on this. Like over the course of the next few years, I was watching as many young rookies as I could today. Drake London actually looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
personally didn't
Sammy.
like London's tape, but I heard some people compare him to like Mike Evans. So I
He
mean,
didn't even look like today. He looked like on tape. He looked like this really tall, lanky, like slow receiver. He looked the opposite today to me. He looked not like at like he still has the same height, but he didn't look like that tall, lanky receiver. He just looked kind of looked almost like a Calvin Ridley out there to me in that
hmm.
Falcons uniform. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that was a
wild.
surprisingly close game.
Yeah.
Saints had to come back at the very last second to pull out the
First
win.
and goal, we send Dobbs in motion. We hand off to Jones. He picks up a hard 2 or 3 yards. I'm trying not to
I'll
look
go
at
ahead and
you.
spoil second down for you. We let the clock run down and burn another timeout. Oh,
So we got one
I,
timeout going into for the rest of the first half. Nice.
yeah. I mean, I guess at least this one's in the red zone. I don't necessarily mind that, but
If we
like
get to
when you're
fourth
in the
down,
middle of the field burning timeouts, like just run the ball.
if we get to fourth down, are you kicking the field goal? Or are you going for it?
I'd probably take the points.
I'll probably take the points too. All right. There's the timeout. No points so far in this game. Let me take a look and just see, just because I'm curious.
All right,
Oh yeah. Hey, Las Vegas is Green Bay Junior right now, dude. I
just
just
feeding Devontae.
yeah. Devontae's got 5 catches for 64 yards. Everyone else, Darren Waller's got 1 catch. Some guy named Hollins has 1 catch, and some guy named Johnson has 1 catch. That's it. Like it's just 5 of Derek Carr's 8 completions have been to Devontae. He's got 7 targets on the day. They're just force feeding Devontae the ball over there in that game. They are losing though.
All right, have you seen the second down yet?
No, not yet. They're about to. Going back to my. All right, we're in shotgun. Sammy up top. Tyler Davis down low. There's Aaron Jones. Can't get around it. Harrison Smith wraps them up. Line of scrimmage. Third
All
and
right.
goal.
So I'm gonna jump ahead here because we have an interesting situation. So that second down, we do the dump off to Jones, and Harrison Smith makes a real nice open field tackle.
Mm-hmm.
We do the same thing to Dylan on third down, and he cuts inside, gets up to about the 6-inch line. He took a hell of a hit. Looked like a bad hit, but he gets up fine. We are going for it on fourth. Vikings call a timeout. I'll tell you this much: fourth and goal from the half-yard line, and we're
It
in
better be.
shotgun. Why? Why?
Uh,
Why? Why?
yeah,
Get AJ Dillon. You put him in the backfield. You bring in an extra offensive lineman as a tight end, and you put Big Dog Lewis as your fullback, and you power forward. That's what you do in this situation. Do not throw the fucking ball. Are you kidding me?
I'm running right at Zadarius Smith too. And that.
Dude, I just shotgun when you need half a yard.
Are
I
we gonna?
just
Okay, I'm about to see his fourth down. I'm not sure if we're gonna burn timeout or not, but
well, no, I said Minnesota called the timeout.
okay.
So now we're all right. We're huddling up. Um, it's insane to me that we would do anything other than just power forward.
Do you
Like
agree with this
we don't
move?
have Devontae Adams to get free off the line right away.
We had no one that can get free off the line away anymore. Like
Come on. We're in shotgun again.
Oh my God, don't agree with that. It's got to be a run.
Yeah, they stop us. Yep, we run out of the shotgun and they stop us. How fucking stupid.
Do you like Matt LaFleur as a play caller?
Do you hear how often I complain about our plays? Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like he seems to outthink himself when
Yeah, he tries to get
when
too cute.
like a lot of times you're just in a simple situation and it doesn't have to be complicated.
He
Or,
refuses to
or
be
like
one
something's
dimensional.
working and we go away from it. I don't know, man. I can't believe running from the shotgun
Do you know who
in
stopped
a
him? Fucking Zedarius.
dude, it's just like when you need a yard, running from the shotgun is like the worst thing you can do. Because literally you can only run one direction. So the defense is already keyed on if it's going to be a run play, it's going to one side or the other. Um, Running back can't get momentum because they're not lined up behind the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Running back has no lead blocker. It's I hate running from the shotgun in short yardage. It's like Rodgers just refuses to run a traditional power I.
You think Rodgers or you think it's LaFleur or both?
I mean, LaFleur came from Tennessee with Derrick Henry. So I think it's probably Rodgers saying, this is what I'm comfortable with. So let's build the playbook around this.
Yeah, he probably is like, how do you not at least give the threat of a pass with when you have me as the quarterback? Wow.
But it's stupid because the threat of the pass still exists, even if you're under center. And actually, one thing I loved back in 2014 when Rodgers had the calf injury that reduced his mobility and we started running a bunch of pistol.
Mm-hmm.
I like that seems like the perfect combination of Rodgers still gets to be back in a shotgun kind of look where he gets to read the defense, but you still got a running back lined up behind him so you can do
Mm-hmm.
a traditional I formation running. Um I wish we'd do more pistol, man. I can't fucking believe we come up short here.
Agreed. This game feels a whole lot like the last meaningful Packer game we watched already. To be honest with you, just bad decisions, not executing, coming that close, and then falling, and then coming up short.
All right, man. Well, this is an opportunity for the defense to step up with the safety. Minnesota, they're out in a power formation right now. They hand it off 3 or 4 yards.
I'm still on a goddamn commercial. This I can't. At least next weekend we'll be on the same wavelength with Sunday Night Football. So
One thing that sucks about the Bears winning today is that if they lost and we win today, it would put us in position to become the all-time NFL wins leader against the Bears, taking that title from them.
right,
But that will no longer be a possibility in week 2.
you got, and you have to wonder if the NFL did that on purpose, thinking that like, oh, there's a good chance that that's gonna be a storyline for them. Yeah, I just saw that first down play. Yeah, they get to like the 5. You're gonna be asking a whole lot of this defense this year, man. Whole lot of this defense.
I am very concerned the amount that they've been on the field already.
Same.
When no like they didn't have any preseason work. The starters, like guys are gonna run out of gas a lot earlier in game 1
Yeah,
than they would later in the
yeah. The
season.
only one who's seen any meaningful snaps out there is Quay Walker. That's it. I see that we have Enikbare out there. He's up top on the 2nd and 6th. I'm about to watch. Rasul Douglas in the slot on Thielen, who they send in motion. They hand it off again, slashing for a first down. this feels a lot like a power running drive from Minnesota. Try to get this clock down to next to nothing. See if they can't get to like 14 up on us with, try going into the halftime, leaving us almost no time. They had the ball first too, so trying to go 2 for 1 would be great if we can get the ball back here. At least come away with some points before half, and then get the ball back after half.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and spoil it for you because I called this that they were gonna run, and at some point here in the second quarter take a deep shot to Jefferson. Well, that's what they just do. Huge gain. Amos was way out off coverage, like not within 5 yards of them. So they're in scoring position now.
Wow, that much of
Jefferson,
a yard.
dude, Jefferson could have 200 yards in this game. It's already got over 100.
We're in trouble. Yep, I'm about to see it. Oh yeah, that's piss poor coverage. Savage on the save. Yeah, they're in the red zone.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with Jefferson here, but like it just boggles my mind that you're going up against a top 3 receiver in the NFL and you don't have him accounted for on every
Did
single
you
play.
did you take a look at Rodgers, by the way, after they showed the Jefferson thing?
No.
Rodgers, this whole game, has shown zero emotion and just been sitting on the bench, like
I
barely
mean
paying
that's
attention.
nothing new. Like Rodgers, he rolls his eyes, he scowls. He's no Brett Favre, man. He's not out there patting his guys on the ass and firing people up. Like, people try to defend Rodgers saying that like, oh, like Tom Brady yells at his receivers, so like Rodgers isn't the only one who's hard on his receivers. And it's like, yeah, Brady yells at them showing passion. He doesn't do this passive aggressive bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers looks like they've already like he's ready to just pack it up and go back home already.
Wow. Oh, okay. All
I just
right.
saw 2nd and 3. It's going to be about 3rd and 2 probably now for me.
3rd and 2, they almost had another touchdown to Jefferson. They're showing the replay right now. Ooh, I bet you they're gonna review this. I bet they review this. Okay, all right, yeah. So it's ruled out of bounds. Yeah, okay. It does look like he's out of bounds, just barely. So it's 4th and 2. I bet you Minnesota goes for it.
That's the way this league is these days. Plus, going up against Green Bay, you want to be up. Can never have enough points.
I'm really surprised. I don't think there's been a penalty called on either side yet. The refs are playing really
True.
loose today.
That's true. Well, what's it look like they're doing over? Oh yeah, their head coach looks like a guy who would definitely go for it. They're probably going for it here.
Yeah, they are going for it. It looks like they actually get a delay of game penalty though. And now because of that, field goal attempt.
Okay. All right. Nice.
That's that's pretty surprising. Like
Right.
they had the timeouts. I guess they just weren't on top of things there. That could have been bad, man. Going down 14-0.
Dang. All right. Well, our offense is looks like it's really missing
we
them.
moved it down to the goddamn half-yard line and couldn't cash it in. So it's not like we've been moving the ball.
We gotta. I almost feel like we should have just taken the 3 points though.
I mean, that's what I would have said if it were like a 4th and 2. But you get down to we were closer than the 1 yard line, but as a general concept, I think when you're within one,
I
it's
just
worth
don't.
going for
I
it.
just don't like the play call in that situation. Like
I don't either.
shotgun,
It's a bullshit play call.
and then doing it like who are you trying to fool? We don't have a Devonte Adams threat at receiver anymore. We're like, oh, there's a chance that they might legit throw it. So like let's not just go all out. I mean,
I really, really despise short yardage shotgun runs because, like I said, like the defense knows that the run can only go to one side of the formation. Like
you
the
know,
running back has to go across the quarterback's body, opposite from where he starts the play. Defense can absolutely key in on that side. It's just you're making it easier for the defense, and I don't understand why we keep a tight end from the Jurassic era on this roster almost solely for his elite blocking ability. And you don't want to line up with him as a blocker and just power forward at the one.
yeah, they lined him out wide, and then they kind of brought him in, but they moved him to like the slot, and they didn't even put him on the edge, like off the tackle. Where like if they would have moved him more in line, he could have chipped on Zadarius, so he couldn't have gotten around the edge. Like the way they utilized Big Dog on that fourth down was terrible.
Dude, it's pissing me off how Zadarius is balling out already. Like he's talked a lot of shit, and I'm kind of over it. Like, yeah, you were a great player for the Packers, but
It's looking like he's a great player
I'm
for the
not gonna
Vikings
pay a
now.
guy $15 million a year who just had back surgery and was out for the entire season when the team is in cap hell. Like, sorry, that's not personal, it's business. But he's making it all personal.
I was reading that the whole thing originated when Green Bay decided to restructure his contract instead of just giving him an extension. And yeah, all butthurt the fact that they decided to restructure it. And then he did hurt his back working out, and because he was already mad about the restructuring, that he just kind of went MIA for like most of the season. Like Green Bay had no idea where he even was for like most of the season
Really?
last year. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because he was away from the team and he didn't stay in Green Bay to like work out with the rehab trainers or anything. Like he just straight packed his bags and went home until the end of the season, and then he came back. Yep. That was the story on Zadarius.
Well, we're going to be in a 4 minute drill situation here, about 3:55 on the clock. Down 10 points, got one timeout. We will get the ball to start the second half. So theoretically, put 7 on the board here, put 7 to start the third quarter, and we can pull ahead.
Hmm.
But we cannot afford to give them the ball back in this half. Like
Hmm.
this drive needs to eat up the rest of the 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
Hmm. All right. I just saw the kickoff. That's where I'm at. How you feeling about our passing attack, on the season so far?
I think Rodgers is not comfortable going to anyone other than the established vets. And that
Yeah, he took
is
that
going
one
to be a
shot.
problem.
He took that one shot at Watson, and then he dropped it. He hasn't looked his way since. Hasn't thrown a single ball towards Dobbs' way. I actually haven't seen Amari Rodgers out there, so that Boulder claim's probably shot to hell.
All right, man.
Uh,
This is bad. We're already in a 3rd and 7, with still 3 minutes 40 seconds on the clock. We need to pick this up. This defense is gonna be exhausted if they have to go back out there.
yeah, and then when they get exhausted, they're gonna start getting steamrolled. Especially trying to like tackle a guy like Dalvin Cook, in that second half in that fourth quarter, because they're going to pound the rock if they're up with Dalvin Cook in the fourth.
Rodgers throws a bad pass to Aaron Jones, and Jones had to try to leap backwards for it, and it bounced off his hands. So Give him the ball right back, 3-and-out.
We're not gonna
Rodgers
win.
just got this pissy look on his face.
We're not gonna win this fucking game.
I mean, I'm astounded at given the changes in our offensive personnel and the health of the offensive line. Oh, come on.
Big return.
It wasn't terrible, but it looked bad for a second. Our guy had Rieger completely
Oh,
wrapped
they got
up.
Rieger on the punt returns?
Yeah. He has him literally in his arms, completely wrapped up, driving him backwards, but he can't drive him to the ground. Just I don't know what the hell he's doing. Rieger breaks free, and it should have been a 5-yard loss. Probably turns it into a 15-yard gain.
Jesus, that bad, huh? All right.
But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, given everything going on with the offense right now, it just astonishes me that we're coming out nearly every single snap in the shotgun. Like that is not what this current roster is built for, and Aaron Rodgers needs to get with the fucking program.
Yeah, if we're in a fourth down, like a 2-minute drill, and like we need to like march down the field in a hurry and put like I have zero faith that like this team can move the ball quickly if we need to move the ball quickly.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to scheme guys open when you don't have motion or you don't have play action. I don't think I've seen a single play action pass yet. Which is crazy because like statistics have shown how much more effective a play action is, even if your running game's not working. Like the running game doesn't have to be good. Play action still increases your chances. We're not being creative on offense whatsoever. We're just shotgun and hoping guys beat their man, and Rodgers isn't looking toward the wide receivers anymore. It's just like the past 2 series have been nothing but all right, I'll dump it off to the running backs.
And you have to be creative with the offense that we currently have right now. I mean, we don't have go-to guys anymore. You got to scheme open. There's no one that can like win. We have no receivers that can win a one-on-one right now, I feel. Or just find the soft spot. And
I
we
mean,
don't
at
got
least
the
until
offensive
they prove
line that
it.
gives them time. We don't get the offensive line to give Rodgers time to do it yet either. Like Rodgers has to get it out in like 3 seconds or less, just about before they're closing in on him. We're in for a rough second half. I feel.
I'm I'm very concerned if this defense has to keep holding up for long sustained drives and the offense just goes 3-and-out.
Don't have any turnovers yet either. Like we need the defense to get like a turnover, like a game-changing play, and like get us back into it.
Well, I mean, Minnesota's in a position right now where they can be safe. They can run the ball and take a deep play action shot every now and then. Like when Cousins was passing, we were getting a decent amount of pressure. Like the first couple drives we didn't get much, but after that we started turning it on. But now they've just gone to the run game and they're pushing us around.
This is going to be a pure running drive. They're going to try to eat this clock. They don't want us to get the ball back.
It's just Jefferson already has 111 yards and a touchdown, and he was very close to having a second touchdown when they ended up having to take that field goal. It's Jair needs to be manned up on him, but
Wow.
every single catch Jefferson has had, I haven't seen Jair anywhere around him.
It's because we don't move Jair around. And they're never
We
going to
ought to
put
start
Jefferson
doing.
over him. Except for right now, he's on him. And I'm seeing second one. But then they do a cross across. So it's 3rd and 1 is what I saw. So yeah, they did put They did have Jefferson on Alexander's side, but then he just ran across to the other side. They probably pick up this third down. So
Yeah.
mhm. It's the same feeling I had like for the last 2 years, where the opponents are in these like third and ones or fourth and ones. I was like, yeah, they're gonna get them. But then when we're in a third and one or fourth one, I was like, I don't feel like we're gonna get this.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with the defensive line so far, kind of being hyped up as a big strength of the team. And in the run game, they've been getting pushed around. They
Jair
have
hurt.
not held up well in the run game.
Jair looked like he was grabbing his leg.
I saw that too, but I don't. They don't. They didn't show anything. They just went on, so I assume he's okay. How much would that fucking suck if we just make him the highest paid cornerback in the history of the league, and then he gets injured in game one?
Be a lot like making David Bakhtiari the highest paid left tackle and then not having him play for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I was behind the extension at the time. I know a lot of people were against it because he was, turning 30 or whatever. But I looked at it like this is a Hall of Fame caliber left tackle, and then traditionally tackles can play pretty well into their mid 30s.
Andrew
Um,
Whitworth was like 40, retired at like
yeah,
40. Yeah,
yeah, dude, fucking the Cowboys just signed 40-year-old Jason Peters.
right.
Um, so I didn't mind the re-signing. It's just terrible luck. And like literally like a knee injury. I've never seen a knee injury like this in my years of watching the game. You always hear about how ACLs used to end careers,
Yep.
but like medicine has advanced so much that it's not a big deal now. And remember when Adrian Peterson like messed up his ACL and like multiple ligaments,
Yeah, like
and he
MCL, ACL, meniscus.
came back in like 8 or 9 months time and had a 2,000-yard season.
Yeah, he was the one who kind of like started that like ACL injuries aren't the end of the world anymore thing, I feel.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
see
do
that
remember that.
him and Le'Veon Bell just had an amateur boxing match, and
Did they
Bell
really?
knocked Peterson out?
I did see that Adrian Pearson just tweeted out that he thinks that he'd look pretty good in a Buffalo Bills uniform after he watched the week one game. Yeah.
This dude's just chasing rings.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Good week one. Man, we've had some good week ones in the last 2 years.
You know that's one thing that I will definitely knock LaFleur for. Um, he is not like it's kind of like week one is almost a microcosm of how we play in games. Like we just traditionally start slow under
Hmm.
LaFleur, and then end up having to play from behind. Um, and there's always at least one game a year where the team is just not prepared, kind of checked out. So I mean, I don't know what LaFleur's got going on there, but clearly there's not 17 weeks of focus under his
Clearly.
leadership.
Yeah. All right. The game's back for me. You're probably like already saw a touchdown or something probably. I just saw that first down. I'm at a minute. The second one, a minute 40,
Yeah, I'm 50
less than a
seconds
minute.
ahead of you.
Yeah, okay. Man, Fox, why is streaming just so laggy compared to the cable? Like it's 2022. Why can't streaming be I'm watching them some KJ Osborne in motion. They do a screen to Cook, runs into Bradbury, picks up 6. You think Cook makes it through? When do we play him? Don't we play him again like the last game of the year? Like Minnesota's first and last game of the year?
Yeah, I think it's the last game or second to last game, something like that.
Yeah. So we got ways to go.
That game could certainly be set up for competing
Could
for the
be.
division
All right. Well,
title.
looks like we got Rasul
Are
and
you
Alexander.
kidding me? Justin Jefferson, literally no one within 25 yards of him. Like the camera was him. There was no one else on screen. He catches it and turns upfield. Safeties can't tackle him. Second touchdown of the game.
Wow, we gave touchdown already, huh? Cool.
Jefferson is just abusing us.
Best receiver in football right now.
Dude, it's fuck this zone. Like, start manning up on him. Because zone ain't working. I'll tell you that. The announcers are saying right now, no player on the field should be that wide open in a 2-minute drill.
How do you draft Jalen Rieger over Justin Jefferson? I blame the Eagles for this. Getting killed 17-0, man.
Yeah,
This
35
offense,
seconds, one timeout. Sure would be nice to have some more timeouts.
tell you right now, this offense is not designed to come from behind, like by multiple scores either. I don't feel like we're designed to play with a lead. Who the fuck's going to get us back into the game quickly on offense?
I mean, Watson already showed that he can get behind the defense if Rodgers is willing to give him another shot.
At this point, like this second half, I don't think Rodgers has a choice but to start just experimenting with the rookie receivers. Like
I don't know. I could completely see Rodgers just continuing this dink and dunk to the running backs for the
he
rest of the
might just
game.
he might just focus on like Randall Cobb, be like all right, Cobb, gotta have a throwback game. You in the second half, like I'm gonna be looking your way. It's gonna be me and you.
Oh wow, that touchdown they're showing right now. Rashawn Gary had the shit held out of him. It's not called, but the dude had him around the throat. Yeah, they haven't called a single flag this game. So I guess that's just how they're playing it.
I did
Jair is
read.
pouting right now. He's not showing a good kind of fire like he usually does. He's pouting.
It's been a bad week one for elite NFL corners, man. Jalen Ramsey got fucking tore up pretty good too.
Yeah.
See, I'm watching
35
right now.
seconds. Dude, I almost wonder if
We
we
just
just
run it.
run the clock.
We're gonna run it once. So they're doing the same thing with Jefferson. So we're playing zone and they're just running Jefferson across the zone, and nobody's picking him up.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten Jefferson. I think every catch he's had has been a different route. Like they've gotten him the ball in a variety of ways, but I think with the exception of one where he beat Stokes, I think everything else has been zone.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that dude. Put Jair man on man, double him, triple him. And Cousins hasn't even. Who else is he thrown to? Like Jefferson's got like 150 yards at this point.
I think Thielen's got one catch in this game. I think yeah, Ham. I remember the fullback Ham's got a catch. I think Delvin Cook's got a catch. I mean, it's basically been the Justin Jefferson show though. So
All right, Rodgers throws a pick.
are you fucking serious?
He was just trying to force it to Cobb, and Cobb is not the sort of receiver who can outmuscle a defensive back. Minnesota has 2 timeouts in 27 seconds now.
And they're probably just about in field goal range.
I mean, it was a deep shot, but yeah, they're probably
We
around
go.
the 40
Whoa,
or
wait,
50.
we went deep to Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
Dang. All right.
Rodgers forced it.
I'm about to see it. All right, we send. I would just run this fucking ball, dude. If I was them.
I mean, the bad thing is
Yeah, Harrison Smith.
we've had some success with the run earlier in this game. At this point, we're 17 down, very likely going to be at least 20 down before the end of the half. So that just kind of running games out of the question for the second half.
Dude, we might be looking at Jordan Love coming in like in garbage time at the end of this game.
I
The way
mean,
this game's
frankly,
going.
it's possible we get shut out.
Look who was in that backfield giving Aaron Rodgers the fucking business again though. Zadarius Smith. He's fucking killing us out there. He is absolutely fucking killing us. Besides Jefferson, he's been their best player. Who's he yelling at? Who's
There,
LaFleur yelling at? The
I'm
refs?
not sure. He was probably trying to call some bullshit pass interference or something. Um, I'm looking at the Packers sideline right now, and nobody has any energy. They're just all staring, shell shocks, kind of like last year to open against the Saints.
Yeah.
Like they're just obviously not ready to play, not at the same intensity as Minnesota. This is ridiculous.
It feels like we're watching the New Orleans game again.
Dude, if fucking 17-0 right now, this very well could be what was the New Orleans game was like 38-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's we could be well on our way there. Like Jefferson is taking our lunch money.
Yeah, I'm looking at the sideline right now too. I mean, it just looks like we're already just done with the game.
Well, dude, it's like where are the leaders on this team? There's no one out there trying to fire people up. And I told you earlier in the offseason, I think if Green Bay has any shot of making the Super Bowl, I think David Bakhtiari needs to come back to all pro level play and be that emotional leader for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I look back, the 2010 team that won the Super Bowl, those Super Bowl rings are engraved with Charles Woodson's mantra for the team. He gave inspiring words to the team, one heart, one mind, one purpose. And it's like, who on our team can do that right now? Rodgers is not that sort of leader. He never has been, never will be. Like,
Campbell, maybe.
but the thing is, Campbell's had one good season. Like he's not a
I don't
legend.
know. Zadarius came in though and just kind of like changed the whole culture, fired us all up. Like, shit, dude. Zadarius, I mean, if Zadarius bought in
Yeah.
still and like he was on our team, Zadarius would be that fire guy. We don't have a Zadarius on our team anymore. Sucks, and you're seeing the difference out there on the field right now with it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not because the defensive line, like they have gotten some pressure when in obvious passing situations, but Minnesota's just been able to run it and then take play action shots.
Dude,
I still don't think we've run a play action.
I thought our defense would have played better than like everyone's healthy.
Dude, it's literally it's one guy who's beaten us, and we haven't adjusted. I don't know what it is about this coaching staff. They refuse to make mid quarter adjustments. Let's hope to God they make a halftime adjustment, but they're not really known for that either.
No, we suck at halftime adjustments. All right, did you see what the call in this booth review was? Did they overturn it? Okay, I just saw it. Yep. All right, so it's a no catch. It looks like then.
All right, we did just stop them on 3rd and 9, so they'll be punting it with 13 seconds left.
This will be great if we could get a punt return touchdown here, but they'll probably just boot it out of bounds or something. You know what?
Yeah,
No.
my first thought, like how much would that fire this team up if we got a big return right now? And then the thought that immediately followed that is like, God, I hope we don't turn this ball over.
Right. Right. Like at first I was like,
oh, come on.
Is that exactly what happened?
ran into the kicker for a flag. That's going to give him a first.
Nice. Our special teams is not better. We're paying a special teams coordinator head coaching money. And it's still just as bad.
Actually, that's kind of bullshit. So it's on Chris Barnes, and he changes direction at the last minute to purposely get out of the way. The Minnesota punter, using
Goes into
his
him.
leg that's in the air, kicks Chris Barnes, and this causes him to fall down.
I'm about to watch it.
Barnes didn't attack the punter. Yeah, that's a bullshit penalty. That is, Barnes actively moves out of the way, and their punter kicks Barnes in the collarbone. Like, watch this replay. Like, it is purposeful.
The fuck they teaching these guys there in Minnesota? I'm about to see it right now.
Dude, that kind of bullshit. He literally kicks another player, like aiming for an unprotected part of the body. Like,
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah.
he should. Oh man, it'd be karma if he like tore his ACL on that.
This is about as bad of a first half as first halves go.
All right, 1st and 10. They got a timeout. 6 seconds left.
They.
Oh well, no. All right, I guess. Apparently I guess it wasn't like a personal
Wow, they kicked him
foul
right
penalty.
in the neck.
All right, so the penalty they called, it wasn't like a personal foul. So Minnesota doesn't get a first down. It just takes 5 yards off of our return.
Chris Barnes got kicked in the fucking neck.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Roger's gonna kneel down here.
Dude. We're in trouble, dude. We're in a lot of trouble. This team does not look like a Super Bowl team at all. A team with Super Bowl aspirations.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly didn't look that way in week 1 last year. So things can change, but I don't like the energy right now. I am really concerned by the lack of adjustments. We just keep getting beat by the same thing, and we're not adjusting. And we're behind the 8 ball right now. We're down 3 scores. I'm sure we'll see some running in the 3rd quarter, but it's, particularly if we come out on this first drive and don't put up points, run game's out of the question.
Yeah.
And Rodgers gonna get fucking killed with Jake Hansen.
Justin Jefferson, 6 catches, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half. That's
dude. What was Randy Moss's biggest game? He had like a 300-yard game, right?
Let's see. The most he's ever had in a game was 204 yards.
204?
Yeah, that's the most yards
I thought he
he's
had
ever
a bigger
had.
game than
that.
So what you're telling me is that it is more likely than not Justin Jefferson beats Randy Moss's single game record today. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I'm just trying to look see his best top 10 games as a Minnesota. I mean, he had one ungodly game for the Patriots, I think, one year. You want just his best game as a Viking?
I don't know. I guess I'm interested in both.
The first one I saw was against the Cowboys in 1998. It was the Thanksgiving Day game. He had 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, a 51-yarder, 56-yarder, another 56-yarder. So he had just 3 catches, 160 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson's basically 1 touchdown away from having the best game as a better game all time than Randy Moss.
All right, man. I don't want to just stew and drown in negativity here. So, Coach PP, how are you attacking the second half?
Gotta get back to our running game. Gotta control the time of possession. I'm going to. We have this great defense supposedly now. I'm gonna stick to on offense. You stick to your playmakers. So we gotta get the ball in Jones's hands and AJ Dillon's hands. When we're not running the ball, we need to scheme guys open, short, quick passes. Still, I think we might have to have long, sustained drives. I don't think we got the ability to score in bunches and score quick anymore. So it might take us 7 minutes to get much down the field and get a touchdown. At that point, we need our defense then to be the strength of the team and get the ball back quickly. So I don't think we're gonna like tie this game up in the third quarter. I think that basically we gotta have a complete turnaround, long sustained drives on offense that result in points and defense that just kind of holds like we can't give up any more points on on defense. I think that's how we come back and win this game.
Wow, man. So right now they're showing some highlights from the other games going on, and they showed a Justin Herbert throw in the Chargers game that like it's a throw Rodgers would have made earlier in his career, but he would never chance it these days. Like just a tight window in the middle of the field. Um, Rodgers doesn't do that anymore.
I think Herbert's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league here, if not this year. By the time next year comes around, for sure.
Dude, I think the Chargers finished second in the AFC.
Chargers are a good ass team, and that defense is phenomenal on paper this year. So I'm about to look at the Chargers game right now. Actually, yep. Oh yeah, was it to Carter?
Yeah.
Yep, great throw. Yeah, Justin Herbert's the real deal.
Yeah, I'm still pissed at the rumors that we were willing to trade Rodgers to the Chargers for the chance to draft Herbert that year. And like granted, like yeah, Rodgers went on to have 2 MVP years.
Mhm.
Um so of course I enjoyed those, but would I trade those for another 15 to 20 years of all pro play? Yes, hands down. I would have happily missed the playoffs the past 2 years to have Justin Herbert on our team.
Do you think that was like a legit like I've heard that too,
I mean,
but
who knows how
I can't
legit it
confirm
is,
it though.
but
Yeah. I can't help it, dude. I keep checking out to see what like Devontae's doing over there in Oakland.
well, they
But
only got 3 points right now. Kind of
no, no,
surprising to be
no.
honest.
It's 17-10 right now. They just
Oh,
scored.
17 to okay.
Uh, Devontae just had another big play. He didn't score a touchdown though. Devontae's got 7 catches for 116 yards. That's in the
We
top of
could
the
use
third
that
quarter.
production right now.
Yeah. Uh,
I don't know, man. We talked a whole lot about how not having Devontae would allow us the resources to keep a strong defense. So far, this defense isn't looking too strong.
no, I think I would rather just have gotten rid of. I mean, if we kept Devontae, we would have gotten rid of Campbell and Douglas. Like that would have been who we couldn't have kept. And I don't know, knowing that we would have drafted Corey Walker anyway. I mean,
Yeah. Well, you got to keep in mind we got a first and second round pick from Devontae, so
yeah,
we
Coy might have lasted to our pick though in the first. That
yeah,
could
we
have still
probably would
been
have
here.
gotten we probably would have had to chosen between
Quay
uh
and
Quay,
Wyatt.
Wyatt, or Watson with our first pick because I don't think Watson would have lasted to our second.
We probably wouldn't have even needed Watson though if we
Yeah,
had
no, you're
Devontae
right. You're
still.
right.
So
Um, but hey, I'm
it's
feeling
one
negative
game.
right now,
So
but I throughout the entire offseason, I've actually been a fan of moving on from the Adams era. He is one of the most graceful receivers I've ever watched. I love to watch him play, but Rodgers' over reliance on him becomes an issue against elite teams. And frankly, like another season of Rodgers, Devontae probably would have been a great regular season and more playoff failure. So I figure, why not try something else. I like the idea. Put the resources in the defense. Every championship Green Bay's ever won, they had a great defense. Um, so it's like right now the defense isn't playing great, but it's a long season. It's time to round into shape. Um, Going back to this game in particular, when you were talking about your game plan and getting the ball in the hands of the playmakers like Aaron Jones, uh, that really made me think. I don't think we lined Aaron Jones up in the slot once in that first half.
I've seen him come in motion off the receiver role a few times. Like we had him lined up as a receiver and we motioned them.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't necessarily like if you don't do anything with that motion, like what's the point? Like I'm not saying it has to be a jet sweep, but like if he isn't like running a
it could be.
flare with a quick pass like the way that Jefferson scored, then I don't it almost seems like a waste. Like I would kind of like to see Jones just make him a straight up wide receiver in the slot for the second half, and you put Dylan in the backfield, and he's of course a threat to catch the ball as well if you send him out
Hmm.
on like a wheel route. Rogers already showing that he's feeling pressure to just go to his trusted guys,
Hmm.
and that to me is a problem. like if LaFleur had balls, I would pull Cobb from the game at this
Hmm.
point, to force Rogers to just find the open man, but we know that won't happen. LaFleur, he might be very successful, but he ain't no big dick LaFleur.
That's for sure. I'm trying to look to see some stats right now because I haven't even once looked at stats.
Yes, you tell the viewers the stats. I'm gonna make a quick trip to the men's room.
Yeah, Rogers having a real bad day. 8 of 15, only 76 yards passing, no touchdowns, one pick, one sack. QB rating of 39.8. Rushing game has been terrible too. Only 8 rushes between Jones and Dillon for a total of 26 yards. Robert Tonyan's the leading receiver with one catch for 23 yards. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon both have 2 receptions, one for 22, one for 18. Sammy, one catch, 4 yards. Tyler Davis, one catch, 3 yards. And Randall Cobb, one catch, 6 yards. Quay Walker leads the team on defense with 6 solo tackles, followed by Campbell. Sean Dean Lowry with a killer quarterback hit. Rashawn Gary one as well. Also has a sack. He's the only one on the team with a sack. And that'll about, let's take a look at the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 208 yards on 15 of 21 passing. Quarterback rating of 134.6, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Dalvin Cook, 10 carries, 48 yards. Alexander Madison, 3 carries for 14 yards. Justin Jefferson, the X Factor on offense, 6 catches, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Everyone else, not too much. I am Thielen, only one catch for 7 yards. Zadarius Smith, one sack, one quarterback hit, 2 solo tackles. Harrison Smith with the interception.
I've already lined up 2 beers in anticipation of this half.
I just went through the stats and holy cow, surprising. Our
What's the most surprising?
our rushing attack.
What do you have, like
Um,
4 attempts?
Jones has 3 attempts. Dillon's got 5. Aaron Jones only has 15 yards rushing. AJ Dillon only has 11. We only have, between the two of those combined, we only have 26 yards rushing in the first half. I mean,
Um, does Tanyan have any catches other than that one that he
that's
made
just
a nice gain out of?
Tanyan is our leading receiver right now with 1 catch and 23 yards. He's got the most yards out of anyone.
Yeah, I'm frankly I'm surprised we're not trying to scheme Watkins open in some way. He's only got 1 catch, right?
1 catch for 4 yards. As a whole, Rodgers only has like 73 yards passing. Tanyan's got 1 catch, 23 yards. Jones has 2 catches for 22. Dillon 2 catches for 18. Cobb 1 for 6. Watkins 1 for 4, and Tyler Davis 1 for 3. I mean, as a whole, this
Oh,
offense,
man.
this offense is bad, dude. Real fucking bad.
Special teams. We get an awesome return to like the 17-yard line. Teams purposely kick short on us because they know our return game is so bad
All right,
that
yeah.
they have a better chance letting us return than they do with a touchback.
Hey, no, this is a win. We didn't fumble. We didn't fumble. This is a win.
All right, man. Frankly, I don't think we win this game unless the defense gets a big turnover.
I think a couple turnovers.
Yeah, ideally. First down, Rodgers fires a quick out to Dobbs for like 2 yards.
We look
And
like the
then
worst team in the fucking league today.
we certainly don't look good.
What did Aaron Andrews say about Yosh Nijman? Is he hurt?
I didn't see she was talking about him. I God hope he isn't hurt. I don't
I
even
gotta
know
check
who
see
we
if he's
would
out
put
there.
out there at that point.
They showed Aaron
No,
Andrews talking, and they immediately panned to Yosh.
well, no, Yosh is in. I just
Okay.
watched him. AJ Dillon fighting for some tough yards on another bad pass by Rodgers.
Why
Just
are we
like
coming out throwing and not running?
Rodgers is putting his receivers in position to get hurt today. Like he has not been placing the ball well. More shotgun. Dillon picks up a first down. We ran on a 3rd and 1 out of the shotgun.
That's good. Rodgers doesn't even look like he wants to fucking be out there. That was the most. Dillon's like fight for those 5 extra yards was the best play we've had all day.
I think the Tanyan play was probably the best.
I'm also I'm getting real sick of the fucking graphic of the Packers offense and Devontae.
Dillon is running like a man possessed right now, really fighting for extra yards. Although I am a little concerned that like pretty much the entire Minnesota defense converges on him on this run, and they start tearing at the ball. He might start trying to do too much since the team's not doing anything, and that could lead to turnovers.
Does he have a fumble in his career yet? I can't explicitly remember.
I'm sure he has to have had a fumble at least once. But right now, Dillon is helping to move this offense. Ooh, god damn, baby. Oh, Jesus Christ.
AJ Dillon has 1 fumble in his entire career. You're ahead of me. I just saw a really good run by Dillon. That's all I saw.
All right. For a second, it looked like Rodgers was hurt, but he gets up. I think he was just pouting on the ground. So Vikings come with heat. Dylan throws a block and like gets
Is it on
leveled, but
1st and 10?
I didn't even see what it was. But Rodgers gets just wrecked in between three guys.
You know who it
Um,
was? You know who it was? Goddamn, Zadarius Smith was in there again. Did
it's a
so did
fumble.
it's a
It's a
fumble
fumble.
Minnesota ball?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. No, this now has vibes of the Bucks game from early in the
Yeah,
2020
the regular
season.
season game. Yeah.
Uh
Zadarius Smith is destroying us.
I think LaFleur might be trying to challenge this. I'm not sure.
See if he was down.
Um who
He
I
does
would
look like
actually
his elbow was down. He does that elbow did look down.
I kind of want to see another
Maybe
replay
not.
of this to see who Zadarius beat so badly.
He beats like three guys. He beats AJ Dillon. They lined him up on the inside. It was probably Hanson again. I'm gonna assume we're not challenging this.
No, Minnesota just took over and ran for about 1 yard. Um, yeah, dude, someone got beat really badly, and then like Dylan jumps in to like just get in the way of Zadarius, and like he gets leveled, but at least slowed him down. But that flushed Rogers out, who got hit by like three.
Zadarius stood up. He was standing. He never even got down into his stance. He went in between Runyon and Myers. He didn't. He wasn't even touched. Wasn't even touched.
All right, we just had Preston Smith in coverage on Justin Jefferson. Dude, I'm fucking over the zone stuff. Like you see Preston Smith lined up
We don't play
over
man.
Justin Jefferson,
We don't
it's a
play man.
problem.
We don't play man.
Your Sean Gary got to put the team on his back right now. That's about the only thing I can hope for.
We need a turnover. I know that. We ain't gonna have any hopes of getting back into this without a turnover. Pick six be real nice.
Okay, so this is the first time that I've seen Jair manned up on Jefferson, and it looks like they're probably going to call defensive pass interference.
On
Not that it
Jair.
matters. Jefferson still made an incredible back shoulder catch.
How the I just saw that Preston on Jefferson catch. I mean, that's just how do you even let that happen? How do you let that even happen?
Dude, Jefferson is having the game of his life right now.
He plays so good against us. He killed us last year.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right, so
guessing they do
they do. Okay, actually, all right. I think they call that on
they
Jefferson as offensive pass
offensive.
interference. So 3rd and 14, they're in
Did he
field
push
goal
off?
range.
He push off then?
Yeah, I didn't see a lot, but hit him. Oh, come on, dude. All right. Thank God. Um, we had quick pressure that forces Cousins to dump the ball off, and I didn't see who it was. It might have been Douglas coming in like a missile, but he didn't wrap up. And I thought that Cook was going to be able to, like, he maintained his balance. I thought he'd be able to keep going, but thankfully the rest of the defense came and cleaned up, forcing a field goal attempt.
Well, gives us a small, slight chance. I mean, if they score a touchdown, it's over.
It was 56-yard attempts.
Be nice if they miss.
That's good. Would have been good from 65.
Wow, that much of a leg, huh? Mm. Well, I should probably fix this. So we're what, down 20-0? 10 minutes to
I
go,
mean,
roughly.
technically three touchdowns and we can pull out the victory.
We got another like Bears week 1 game in us.
I mean, it's just in this situation where you need to score and score quickly. Rodgers, he can't keep doing the dump offs. It's not going to work. It's time to sink or swim with the rookies because, like, frankly, they're bigger, stronger, faster than Cobb and Watkins. Like, I get it. Watson made a mistake first play of the game. Boo fucking who? Go back to him. Let him grow. He's a rookie. If we don't go to the rookies, we're not going to win. There's no
Right.
chance.
Put them both out there. At this point, what you got to lose, you know? So
Watkins hasn't done jack shit.
yeah. 1 catch for what, 4 yards? Yeah. Not much.
I don't think Rodgers has had a single pass over the middle. We definitely haven't been running Tanyan over the middle at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when literally all you do is quick outs and flares and dump offs to the flat, it's pretty easy to defend.
Let me switch this. Where is it? Share. That's a nice graphic. Hey, it'll be just like New Orleans last year. We came back. We won 13-4 last year. Hey, can't go 13-4 if you don't lose at least 4 games, right?
Do you know who Minnesota plays in week 2?
I can tell you real quick. I hope Zarius is hurt by the time we got to play Minnesota again. All right, regular season. They got Philly at Philly next week. Monday night football game too. It'll be a tough one for him.
Sorry, who'd you say?
Eagles.
Yeah,
It'll be
I
a
mean,
tough one
Eagles have
for him.
done quite a bit to improve this year.
Yeah, their defense is a little bit better. Their offense, I mean, you get AJ Brown who killed it today. AJ Brown killed it today. Hurts another year in the system. Devonta Smith another year. Yeah, they got a good team. It looks like Christian Watson's getting ready to go out there, based on what I just saw. I mean, I'm seeing the kickoff. You're probably on like 3rd down, but
I just watched first down, and I overheard the announcer say there's a new left guard, Zach Tom is in.
Zach Tom's in at left guard.
So I'm not sure what happened to Runyon.
Runyon was in on that sack.
Maybe Runyon got a concussion when his head bashed into Rodgers, but I don't. So they moved. It looks like they moved Hansen over to left guard, and they put Tom in at right guard. Or no. All right, yeah, Tom is at left guard. Ooh, Aaron Jones.
Don't get me going.
Sorry, I had to get excited about something, man.
I haven't seen it yet. I thought Zach Tom should have started from the first snap, man. I thought the way he played in preseason, he deserved to start today.
Well, I would certainly prefer him over Jake Hansen.
Exactly.
I hope Runyon is all right though, because I do think he's one of our best 5. Vikings player down on the field. Looks like their corner.
Oh yeah,
Danslin, whatever.
Aaron Jones, real nice run.
Yeah, really working hard. Maintain good balance, finding creases.
What do you think about Aaron Jones being captain? Being one of our 6 captains. Good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone on the team respects him. I think he's a disciplined guy. He's not a me first kind of guy.
This is the first time he's been named team captain, so
So who are all the captains for the year?
3 on offense, 3 on defense. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Mercedes Lewis. And on defense, we got Adrian Amos, Devondre Campbell, and Kenny Clark.
I think this is the first season that Crosby isn't a captain.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we don't have any fucking points, so it is what it is. But I haven't even seen Crosby. I haven't even been paying attention to who's been doing our kickoffs. Is it O'Donnell or Crosby doing kickoffs? Do you know?
We've only had one kickoff, so I haven't had a chance to see.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we gotta come away with some fucking points here. If we don't come away with points, like just don't even finish the fucking game. Like just pack it up, go home. Don't risk any
Yeah,
more
man,
injuries.
getting shut out by the Vikings would be pretty fucking embarrassing.
I don't even remember the last time we got shut out. I know this. If we don't improve dramatically, there's some teams we play on this schedule this year. We're gonna fucking take our lunch money immediately. We got the Rams again. How Rams look terrible. The Rams look like the pieces they lost are gonna really affect them. Who else?
Well, also Stafford's elbow has been messed up all off season long. He might have some issues with his arm this year.
I mean, to be honest with you, once you take away like their top 5 highest paid players, the Rams just look like a team full of like dudes with LA Fitness memberships, really. So
Well, I would certainly take the top 5 they got. You got Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Cooper Kupp. They got some good ones there. They signed Bobby Wagner.
and then Leonard Floyd, I think
Allen
is the
Robinson.
other.
I really wish we would have signed Allen Robinson.
He looked fucking terrible in week 1, though. He had like 1 catch for like 8 yards, and that was it all game. Guy expect to get him more involved. What the fuck is that? Oh, hold on. My video just stopped playing all of a sudden out of nowhere.
All right. Well, I will do the play-by-play then.
I'm trying to get back.
1st and 10, 5 wide, empty backfield. Rogers finds Watkins for about 9 yards. Watkins looks kind of small to me. I feel like he's supposed to be a bigger guy, but I don't know, he looks a little small out there. 2nd and 1, we're in the shotgun, of course, and we run with Dylan. He hits the edge, picks up probably 10 yards. Hey, you want to know something really sad? So I know that you're watching on Sunday Ticket right now because your local game is the Giants
Yeah.
game. The New York Giants have scored 13 more points than we have so far.
Yeah, I'm watching the so I'll tell you what's going on from my end. They just changed the scheduling guide, and it says that Green Bay plays San Francisco at 8:30 p.m. on Friday.
What?
Yeah, it's
Ooh, all right.
okay. There it goes. All right. Okay, I'm back now.
So we just run a reverse to Romeo Dobbs, and he shows much more spatial awareness and feel than Watson did. He picks up a first down. Rodgers tries to throw a block on Za'Darius on this play, and
Mhm.
Za'Darius fucks him up and is now talking shit to him.
Za'Darius.
Yeah. Although Rodgers seems actually he had a smile on his face afterwards, so I guess he's digging the jawing. But please don't be throwing blocks on Darius Smith, Aaron Rodgers.
You know what?
All right.
I don't know if there's been a player that's pissed me off more
Okay. Okay.
recently than
Whoa, whoa,
Za'Darius.
whoa, whoa. Oh my fucking god.
Am I not gonna like this?
All right. It's rule the catching down. Dobbs Rodgers takes his first over the middle pass all game, hits Dobbs close to the goal line, and like as Dobbs goes to the ground, the ball popped up in the air. Looked like they were calling it a live ball for a minute, but then the ref came in and ruled them down. So we're 2nd and 1, shotgun. Yep, shotgun from 2nd and 1 down at the 2-yard line.
Come on, shotgun on 2nd down at the goal line.
And we run with Dylan. Yeah, baby.
Thank you.
Touchdown. All right, it's not going to be a shutout. Thank Christ.
So you're saying there's still a chance?
There is still a chance. I still can't believe we got down to the half-yard line and couldn't punch it in. This could be a very different game right now.
I don't always agree with this new school approach of like not giving a fuck about 4th downs and just constantly going for it, and like what the analytics say about percentages and this and that. Like it can still win or lose you some games for sure if you don't execute.
So I'll tell you this on Dylan's touchdown run, because I'm sure you haven't seen it yet.
I just saw it.
Okay. Well, they show the replay, and so I noticed before we run the play, we put Watson in the motion.
I noticed he slipped.
Yeah, he slipped. Fucking retard. Can't even stop right. Like he slips running pre-snap motion.
Yeah.
And then
I saw
when
that.
we actually do the run, his blocking was terrible. Like he was like upright and stiff, and like Dylan just had to like power ahead even though he got hit in the backfield. Watson's blocking has not impressed me in this game.
That's not new. I mean, Devontae Adams sucks at blocking too, though.
Yeah, but Watkins or Watson is supposed to be a big, strong guy. Like that was one of the big things that people talked about. Oh, he's a Packers receiver because he's big, strong, fast, and he should be a good blocker. Well, he's not being a good blocker so far. I mean, I don't want to get too down on him because, frankly, I still think that we're going to need a big play or two from him to win this game. If Rodgers is willing to give him that chance.
Well, just because old habits die hard, I will give you a stat that I never thought I would give. So Devontae Adams has he's credited as taking a sack. So I wonder what play they ran. Yeah, I wonder what play they ran in Las Vegas that got Devontae Adams a 10-yard loss on a sack on the stat sheet. So that's funny. That's pretty wild. You are on mute, by the way. So I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but you are on mute.
Sorry. I I feel like they must just like Adams and Carr, like they must just be going full Sandlot, just like we're best buds and we're playing like we're kids again. So we're gonna give you a chance to throw the ball, Devontae.
Yeah, I just looked real quick at the stat sheet and I was like, and then it said Derek Carr and quarterback, and then right below it said Devontae Adams. I was like, what? I was like, I'm looking. It says like 0 attempts, 0 yards. Like he didn't throw the ball, but then it said sacks, like 1 sack for 10 yards. The dude got a sack for 10. Like they probably tried to do like a flea flicker and got him. Devontae 8 catches for 126 yards though. probably like more yards on our entire offense. Rodgers is our offense is looking a little bit better after that last drive though,
All
stat
right.
wise.
All right. So I will say Crosby is on kickoffs. Um, he just kicked it. It was into the end zone, but it wasn't like through the end zone. Minnesota definitely could have taken it out if they wanted, but they don't.
I'm still on commercial break, so
Dude, I wouldn't mind seeing a little trickery from our offense. A little flea
Mhm.
flicker, deep shot.
Same. Like that's a cool wrinkle that we should put into it. I mean, holy cow! At least we're not getting killed like the Chiefs are killing the Cardinals right now,
What's that score?
30-7.
Okay.
About to be even more though, because they're on the 2 yard line. It's about to be like 37-7.
So Minnesota opens with a play action bootleg. Cousins dumps it off, and Rasul Douglas makes a very nice open field tackle. Like there was
Good.
room to run if he doesn't make that tackle.
Our other dude, by the way, MVS, he's got 3 catches for 36 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah, well, wouldn't that be like our leading receiver right now?
Yes. Yeah, it would.
All right.
I don't like that. I don't like that reaction.
Neutral zone infraction on Rashawn Gary.
Hmm,
Had him
well,
in a 2nd and 10. That'll
hey,
move him up 5 yards.
it's better than like a 30-yard pass to Jefferson. Hey, we gotta get a stop here, man. We gotta get the ball back. Turnover or punt or something.
Yeah, I mean, I really expect this defense to get a turnover. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's Kirk Cousins, man.
Who did they just show in that graphic? Pat O'Donnell, our punter. I mean, it was a while ago, but
I wasn't paying attention.
hey, whole game we just gotta get a turnover right here. Our defense has looked pretty fucking pedestrian so far for being so amazing on paper. I see we got big old TJ Slayton in there right now though. Only only three penalties on this game. I think we have Donatel as a ref for this game.
Yeah.
First down by Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
1st and 10. That's what I just saw. A little end around, not an end around, but just a little sweep.
Yeah, it's pretty important to stop them on this series here, because we're getting toward the end of the third.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting pretty close to midfield right now. We got heavy deep zone. We're playing back far on this 1st and 10 that I'm watching right now. Probably gonna be a handoff though. It is. Running into TJ Slayton, running into Kenny Clark. They get nothing.
Dude,
Looks like a
Slayton and
1 yard
Clark had
loss.
nice
Yeah,
penetration on that
that
play.
was a nice play. It looked like at one point Delvin had to bounce back like 5 yards. If we could have gotten like a Campbell or Quay in there to wrap him up at that point when he bounced back, we'd be looking
Dude,
at like a
both
second
Campbell
15,
and
second
Quay have
16.
been very quiet this game.
Campbell or Quay's our leading tackler at the moment. At halftime, he had 6 tackles, all solo tackles. But that's it. But yeah, they've been pretty quiet. I don't expect them to be the playmakers on the team. I kind of just expect them to be the tacklers, really. Like just kind of roam around, pick up all the
Fuck
all
that,
the
dude.
rushing tackles.
You don't take a guy in the 1st round to be a tackler. He needs to be a difference maker.
I'm not saying it can't be. I would love to send them more on some blitzes. I see a
Yeah.
flag on 2nd 11. I don't know what this is. Probably on us.
Delayed
Delay a
game.
game. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Second
Second
delay of
16.
game for Minnesota already.
All right. Some good things starting to happen to Green Bay. Starting to get in a little bit of a better mood despite being down 27, 22-7. What's your thoughts on the Vikings head coach so far?
Um, he's
Compared to Zimmer?
uh, I mean, he's calling plays with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And he's shown to be
Fuck.
aggressive, but not overly aggressive. I I think he's showing out pretty well so far.
Don't love that screen pass to Alvin Cook. Picked up about 10, 11 yards on that. They're in a third and short. I don't know what they do. You probably know.
Yes.
But I'm gonna third and six. I'm gonna guess we probably pick it up. We take Quay Walker off the field. I just saw. Looks like some miscommunication. We got Darnell Savage up in the box. Who the hell do we got back as our free safety then? Oh, Kenny Clark was right there, but we do get a tackle by 25. Keyshawn Nixon, who looks hurt. Fucking
Yeah.
see ya. Yep.
So
All right.
that was a hell of an open field tackle to
Yep.
force the fourth down. I will give that to Nixon. But yeah, he immediately runs off the field with his arm limp, and he goes to the sideline and lays down. So I am guessing that is a serious injury.
Yeah, he looked
And we do
fucked
not have
up.
Shamar Jean Charles active today.
Nope.
So I don't know if we even have a fourth corner if Nixon is out. I like
I think Nixon was the first free agent that we signed in the like we went out and got him real quick.
Yes, Bisaccia wanted him for
Yeah.
special teams.
Yeah.
But that looked bad. His arm was totally limp.
At least Amare has not fucked up any punts so far. Let's grab my next
Yeah, knock on wood.
here. Yeah, knocking on wood.
Dude, I would, but seriously though, like it really surprised me when I saw the inactive list for today, that for some reason we had Shamar Jean Charles listed as inactive. In my opinion, he's our fourth best corner. I guess maybe we went with Nixon over him for the special teams play, but if Nixon's out, I don't know who our fourth corner is that's active right now. Like I know we got Cabianento on the practice squad, but he wasn't called up for this game. So if we start putting like safeties or something out at corner, Minnesota is gonna feast on that. Like they'll be steaming Jefferson right to that guy.
Right. I'm trying to think who would be our next corner then. Not Shamar, not Nixon. God damn
I
it, I
think
have
we
no
kept
idea.
Keandre Thomas, right?
Yeah. I know we have Abernathy active for today's game, but he's a safety.
Yeah. It was kind of a weird, like we went with a lot of active safeties and not a lot of active corners, which doesn't make sense to me. Let's hope this doesn't come to bite us, man. It really jumped out as bizarre that we did not have Shamar Jean Charles active.
Yeah. I'm about to look right now.
Nope. I mean, if Nixon is hurt long term, I wonder if we rush out and sign Kevin King.
I mean, the engine didn't look good off what I just saw. Let's see here. Corner. Wow. So I just looked at the Packers depth chart just now. Our fourth corner is Keyshawn Nixon. Our fifth corner is Shamar Jean Charles. Doesn't even have another corner listed after that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea. Dallin Levitt, maybe Rudy Ford, who we just signed, but they're
both
safeties.
of them are safeties though, and they're not even like known for their defensive play. They're known as special teams aces.
Yeah. Let's see, left corner, right corner. We don't have another corner active for. We don't have a fourth corner.
Dude, if I'm Minnesota, I start going four wide to spread out the defense, and you keep cooking the backfield so you have the option to run.
Mm-hmm.
Like that'd be very hard to defend.
All right, I'm on first down. I see we both got Dylan and Jones back there.
Yes.
Go a quick screen to Dylan, and I like what I see. Picking up a hard 9 yards. First down.
Dude, been waiting for it this entire game. I don't know why it took to the end of the third quarter to put Jones and Dylan on the field at the same time. But we've just run two successful plays in a row with it.
In the backfield. Oh, we keep him out here on the second down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just saw Dylan running off the field though. Actually, 2nd and 2. Do we run him back out?
Oh, all right. Actually, no, you're right. It was Jones who picks up this first down, but he
Okay.
he ran so hard I thought it was Dylan. Like he carries some guys. Um, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't mind seeing like I don't think there's any debating that Jones and Dylan are two of our best offensive players.
The offense has to run through. At this point, it's not even about Aaron Rodgers. The offense runs through Jones and Dylan.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people like forget LaFleur's first season when we were 13-3 and went to the NFC Championship game. Aaron Jones had like 20 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
This offense definitely can run through the running backs and be healthy.
If we can have a sustained drive on this, eat up a little bit of clock. I mean, we're not trying to eat up clock, but like enough to get the defense tired. We could move the ball um in this fourth quarter. I'm watching this commercial for this like sleep number bed right now. It looks really fucking dope. I'm about to go spend like $3,000 on a sleep number bed.
I'm watching a commercial for the Law Tigers, who are lawyers specifically for bikers, and they have a tiger circling around a motorcycle. Um, so they're probably very good lawyers.
You would hire them? I would hire them.
They just fucking sick the tiger on the prosecution.
I feel like I need to do a plug for our gaming watch parties that will probably be starting here soon. Talking about some Back for Blood here soon, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
gave it.
that could be a nice thing to stream.
Yeah, I gave it a about like a 1 or 2 hour gameplay. I only got through one level. There's like 30 levels, I think. I didn't want to get too far into it because I wanted it to be new and exciting for when I played, through most of you guys. It looks all right, like graphic wise and whatnot. I mean, it is what it is. It's not gonna win any awards for that, but in terms of like co-op and like cooperativeness, like it sounds like the further along you get, the more you have to rely on like your teammates and stuff. You can't just kind of like muscle your way to the end on something like that. So looking forward. Check it out sometime. I'm sure we'll be going live for it.
All right, so we are back to the game, 1st and 10.
Okay.
We have both Jones and Dillon in the backfield again.
Nice. Nice. Don't like that sound.
Rogers was looking for a deep shot, kept looking, and just took too long and got sacked.
Was it Zedarius?
No, this one was Daniel Hunter. Got past Royce Newman,
Mm,
who like Newman actually didn't do a terrible job on it. Rogers just took forever. He really should have known better and either taken off with his legs or taken a check down or just thrown the ball away.
it's what?
So
It's
we're in
what?
a
Like
second
a
and 19 now.
2nd and 19. Nice. That's manageable.
All right, baby. All right, so I'm going to spoil this one for you because I was literally just about to say I noticed that we've actually been playing Watson a lot more than Dobbs in this game.
Mhm.
And now Rogers finds Dobbs for like a 25-yard first down,
Fuck
and Dobbs
yeah.
was wide open.
All right.
He beat his man badly.
Nice. I'm just seeing the
Um,
sack now. It looks like Royce Newman literally just got his fucking shit kicked out of him by Danielle Hunter.
See,
I
I
can't.
don't know, man. I thought he was working them around the edge. Like the ball should be out by then. I didn't think it was a terrible play by
I
Newman.
can't. I can't wait to get fucking Jenkinson back though. All right, I'm about to see the 2nd and 19 play. I love that Rogers really fucking guns it down to the 1 second mark. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dobbs is just wide open. Good thing
Dude, I
Dobbs
mean,
catches that. Cobb was open
Dobbs
too.
Dobbs, at least based on the preseason and training camp, he seems like the one receiver on our team who kind of brings that it factor of like he's just gonna make something happen.
Well, you remember when we drafted those three receivers? Remember when we drafted MVS, EQ, and shit, who's the other one?
Jamon Moore.
Yeah, Jamon Moore, and like MVS was the one like in the middle, like our fifth round pick. He's the one who stood out from the get go. All right, looks like Dobbs catches another one for about 4 yards on that 1st and 10 play. That's what I just saw. Oh. Chiefs steamrolling the Cardinals 37-7. Oof. Those Chiefs looking like Super Bowl contenders right now.
Yeah,
All right, I see Watson out there.
It's hard to put too much stock into any week one stuff though.
Yeah, I
So
don't put too much in
weird.
week one. I mean, a whole lot changes from I mean, shit, we got demolished in week one last year, and we went on to be number one seed in the NFC after that. So still, it's a division. This one's a divisional game though. They're important to win. Oh, Rodgers chased hard by 54, coming in that backfield in 2nd and 6 at no time. Throws it to AJ Dillon, but he's got nothing. I'm looking at 3rd and 6 right now. I'm sure Cody knows exactly what happens already. 12 minutes, 49 seconds. I do know this. We need some points. We need a touchdown if we want to have any shot at this.
We don't get him. Rodgers takes a sack. He briefly evades it, but shows that he just simply does not have the speed he used to. He could have taken off for a first down in younger years, but here he's looking for a receiver that's not open and ends up taking a sack.
I will say this: the Minnesota Vikings defense looks better than our defense in this game.
Yeah, well, if we were playing against their third and fourth offensive tackles, we might look a little better.
The way I see it though right now, those are our 1 and 2 tackles though. Until those fucking guys get back, those are our 1st and 2nd tackles.
Well, we may as well just tank for the number 1 overall pick if we are trotting Royce Newman out at a starting tackle.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows when goddamn David Bakhtiari is gonna be back?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair to kind of just count on Yosh being our starting left tackle until proven otherwise. But I do think Jenkins is gonna come back and be the starting right tackle.
Well, I was high on Jenkins, so I saw he has a pectoral injury now, though.
Yeah.
Who knows how bad that pectoral injury is?
Yeah, man.
I know this next weekend. If I had to bet money, I'd bet both of them aren't playing next week. I bet both of them don't play next week.
Dude, the Bears defense looked pretty darn good today.
I know. And I bet we don't get Bach or Jenkins for it. We need a turnover in the worst possible way right now.
Yeah, no, like it has now gotten to the point where
there's no choice. We just need one.
Yeah, like we cannot give up more points, and we cannot punt the ball again. Simple as that.
And it's come down to like if we're gonna win, it's gotta be like right at the fucking end of the game type thing.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It really looked like on that last series, with the exception of Dobbs, it looked like just no receivers were getting open.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers had nowhere to go. Watson has not looked good. Watkins has looked invisible.
Yeah, Watkins does not look good at all.
Cobb is Cobb. Like Cobb is literally on the team because he's best friends with Rodgers. Like he's not deserving of a roster spot. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Amari Rodgers. I don't even think I've seen him on a snap. Tanyan has been virtually invisible. Okay,
All
we're
right.
back.
Well, you're back.
I'll let you handle play by play on this. I'll try to spot things you can look for. We have Chris Barnes in on this first down. I'm not sure what was going on there. I didn't see who the other linebackers were.
All right, I'm on 1st and 10 right now. Kirk Cousins out of the shotgun. Send tight end in motion. Wow, just nothing. This defense looks so fucking bad. I'm feeling with like a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, Stokes was playing like 10, 12 yards off the line of scrimmage. It was
It's
an
baffling, man. All
easy completion to Thielen.
all training camp long, all you hear about is like, well, the defense is shutting down the offense every day in practice. They look so
Yeah.
good.
I
Well,
guess
yeah, it's
maybe our
probably because
offense
our
is that
offense looks
bad.
like dog shit. Yeah. It's more because our offense is so bad than how good of a defense we got. Come on. Shit. I just saw that
Yeah,
1st and 10 play where that was the opportunity I said in my fucking
exactly.
bolt
Exactly.
in my
Kirk
keys of game. Yeah.
always
Yeah.
chucks at least one up. That was the
That
chance.
was it, man. That was it. And it was deep in Green Bay. If we would have came up with that, it's deep in Green Bay territory. We're already in field goal range, if not for a touchdown. And
Are
it just
you
flops down.
fucking kidding me,
And he
man?
probably kills us with like Justin Jefferson catching the fucking like 30-yard pass now or something.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we bring a blitz and it's super late. Like we send the blitzer from like 5 yards back. It's just very poor design.
30 is that aim.
So Minnesota has no trouble blocking it, and Cousins finds Jefferson again for like a 20-yard gain.
Oh my god. This is the 3rd down play.
Yeah.
The 3rd and 7. That would have been nice if we could have gotten home. Just a bad blitz call.
I think that was the first blitz of the game too. I haven't really noticed any blitzes. And it's timed terribly. See, Justin Jefferson is eating us alive.
Yep. Yep.
He has a career high in receiving yards now, 184
Oh yeah.
yards.
I'm sure his last career high was against us too, though. How do you have? So I don't want to hear anyone saying. I don't want to hear any of these Green Bay cornerbacks talking about how they think they're the best in the league when they just let Justin Jefferson have a career day.
Dude, and this is not a one-off thing. He balls out against the Packers.
Yeah.
Stokes is not having a good game. Jesus. All right, man. Well, they are officially down to the red zone and just ran
Damn.
to the 20-yard line. There's under 9 minutes left. Let's say even if we hold them to 3, that will put them up by 16 points. So we
And we
would
can't
have to
get that.
get two touchdowns with
And two
two-point
points.
conversions
Yeah.
just to tie it and take it to overtime. but the way they're running, it looks like they're just gonna score a touchdown.
I just had a I just had a coworker of mine just text me just now. He's a Vikings fan. He just goes, Justin Jefferson's better than your entire team. I can't even
Yeah.
argue against them.
So this is interesting. I am now noticing, like, for this whole series, Quay Walker's been replaced with Chris Barnes.
I saw that too. He's been out there, yeah. Last year, week 11, Justin Jefferson had 8 catches for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns against us. In week 16, he had 6 catches for 58 yards and no touchdowns. So
There
modest game there,
is
but
a Packers player down. I cannot see who it is. They got the training staff. All right, it's Chris Barnes. Training staff is out looking at Chris Barnes right now.
oh, Chris, so Quay's going back out there then, I guess.
I mean, hopefully Quay is healthy. I don't know if he was pulled for performance or if he got dinged too. Would be down to, I think McDuffie would be the next option up.
Yeah, McDuffie's next one up. Me and you are used to rough week ones.
Dude, I was so excited for football to start again, and I'm like, I got nothing else going on today. I'm gonna kick back and watch some good football, and instead just get to watch the team lay an egg.
We got a lot of work to do, man. This team's got a lot of work to do. This offense looks fucking. We have 7 points. This offense looks terrible.
Dude, frankly, I think it's being miscoached. Because they said earlier in the third quarter that the Packers were actually averaging over 6 yards a run. Now, of course, that's a little inflated because Minnesota expects us to pass at this point. But like we're not running the ball enough. We need to stop running every snap out of the shotgun. Um, and Rogers, like, you got to take some shots over the middle because like everything has been to the outside, save for like maybe 3 passes. Like it just you're just making life that much easier for the defense when they don't have to defend the middle of the field. Like I know Rogers is terrified about throwing an interception and hurting his rating, but like if you want to win, you got to take what's there.
Got a proposal for you. You know, do you know what this team needs?
But
Who we playing next week?
the Bears,
When?
probably Sunday at 1.
No, it's Sunday at 8:30. Sunday night football.
Oh, okay.
When's the last time we played the Bears in Sunday night football?
You saying we got to fly out to Green Bay?
Do you want to go to Green Bay next weekend? Watch the Bears Sunday night football? I
Yeah,
got
I got a feeling tickets are probably already sold out on that one. Dude,
I'll
man,
take
that was a great game too. Rasul had a pick 6.
Mhm.
We just the whole team was we put up over 40 points, right? Like this was a
Yeah, we play well. When's the last time we've had a home game on week 1, by the way? Now I'm thinking
it's
about
been
it.
a while. I don't think it's happened in the LaFleur era at least.
Why the fuck are we always on the road in week 1 then? Not to mention we got that dumbass London game this year too.
Yeah, dude, I hate stuff like that because it's like, yeah, we're playing. Oh shit, man, they are carting Chris Barnes off the field.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, it looks like something to do with his ankle or foot. It's probably broken.
He's gonna be gone for foreseeable future then.
Well, that sucks.
Good
Oh
thing we
yeah,
drafted
they already have him in Aircast.
good thing we drafted Quay Walker then, man.
All right. Dude, I'm trying to think for like if I'm giving credit to anyone on the defense for standing out and
No, defense played terrible, man. Defense did not play up
Rashawn
to
Gary's
snuff.
had the one sack, but he hasn't been the game wrecker that was talked up in training camp.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because he's going up against fucking like Royce Newman in practice, dude.
All right. Well, Kirk just threw another one up, and Jair just had no ball awareness. He probably had a shot at an interception if he was looking.
Jesus. I just saw the first down play to Cook. I mean, the only chance we got is to hold him to a field goal. And even then, our chances are looking real fucking slim,
All
man.
right. Yeah, shit. All right. So McDuffie is in the game right now. So that tells me Quay Walker is probably hurt. I didn't
I'm
see
gonna look that
when
up.
it happened, what happened, but we got it's Chris McDuffie out there, or
Quay Walker's
Isaiah
hurt.
McDuffie.
Quay Walker's hurt. Shoulder.
Great. 3rd and goal. Cousins got all day. All right. He throws it away. We had good coverage. They'll take the field goal.
Yeah, I just saw the second down play with Alexander. I don't know if he could have got to that though for a pick.
I mean, the thing is, he wasn't even looking. Like, there was no opportunity at all. Whereas if he had his eyes on the quarterback, he might have had a shot. Which is like, I didn't even see. It didn't look like he was covering anyone. Like, it looked like he was just in an area, like he was playing zone coverage. And if
Yeah.
that's the case, you should have your eyes on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they hit the field goal.
Well, we got 7 minutes, a little under 7 minutes to score 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions and take this thing to overtime. And we don't have any fucking guys like a Devon. This would be a great time to have a guy like a Devontae Adams to go to, force feed the ball.
You know what's interesting? Last year's offense, we used to run a ton of just like all goes, just like everyone running a streak, and trying to just like find the best matchup that you're gonna take there one-on-one. We haven't done that once during this game, but like, I don't know. I don't hate those odds. Like, if you got Watson and Dobbs out there, that like someone is gonna have a favorable one-on-one matchup if you run everyone deep.
Mm-hmm. I know. I think at this point, get the rookies out there. Like,
Dude, they've already shown they're way more explosive than any of the vets we have.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, we're down. We're down by so much. The chances of us winning are probably next. If I looked at the ESPN percentage right now, it'd probably be like 95 to 5% or so. Like, we probably only got like a 5% chance to win this game. Just trot the rookies out there. This is probably invaluable game experience for them. I just saw the snapshot of Rodgers and LaFleur talking on the sideline. Like, see it, Rodgers cut his hair.
I did.
Looks fucking stupid.
All right. Let's go, boys.
Would you go for? You probably already seen first down play, but would you go for a deep shot early, like just try to get some fucking a game changing play to like just give us more time to work with? Maybe this game would be so much different if Christian Watson caught that pass.
Dude, if Watson caught the pass, if we actually converted on that 4th and goal attempt, um, tiny mistakes, both from a coaching and player perspective. Okay. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, so you probably haven't even seen the first down yet, right?
I haven't even seen the first down play yet.
All right. Well, Rodgers dumps off to the running back. We get 5 yards. 2nd and 5. We come out 5 wide. Everyone runs streaks except for Cobb, who's in the slot. He runs a slant. Rodgers hits Cobb for the first down. It's like you got to ISO some guys at this point, spread them out, and find the one-on-one and take what's there.
How much did we pick up?
It was just
I
for the first.
I just saw the first down play.
God damn, you're like over a minute behind me.
I know. I hate when you're on live TV and I'm not.
All right. I'm gonna pull back from any play commentary. It's leaving it all up to you on this drive.
All right. All right. Try to contain your emotions if we get a good play or a bad play then. All right. I'm at under 6 minutes right now. And we're still in Green Bay territory though. It's 1st and 10, but holy fuck are we running out of time. We passed the Tanyan for 8 yards. Minnesota's just gonna let us have this dink and dunk underneath stuff the rest of the game. They're fine with us. We're burning 30 seconds every fucking time we do a dink and dunk play for 8 yards. Are you serious?
Well, also, dude, we're not in hurry up mindset right now. Like,
well, Rodgers is never in a hurry up mindset. He is the worst at running a fucking get to the line and snap the ball offense. He is dog shit at fucking doing that type of offense. We're down by 2 scores, and I'm seeing this thing under 10. The play clock is still under 10 seconds right now. 2nd and 3, we finally get under there. Sammy Watkins picks up a first down. Of course, the corners are playing way off. We can have those 5-6 yard games the rest of the game if we want. They don't care. We just burned 45 seconds for 5 yards. Shut up, wife.
good God, dude, we almost just had a delay a game. Rodgers is running the clock down so
Oh
much.
my, I'm on 1st and 10. I see Watson going deep. Well, we should take a shot to him. Take a shot to Watson. No, what do? We throw it in the fucking dirt. Ugh.
I'm really disappointed in the lack of creativity in running back routes.
It's gonna be the worst week at work fucking ever.
All right. Well, I will tell you, you got one thing coming up you can look forward to.
The best 2 players in this game today have been Justin Jefferson and fucking Zadarius Smith. All right,
yeah, not even close, really.
Yeah.
Like,
boy, sure would be nice to have a guy like Zadarius on the team. I'm at 3rd and 5 right now. I see a free play coming.
yeah. So you notice how Rodgers can actually move quickly when he sees an opportunity for a penalty.
Yeah, but
Like,
can't move quickly any
Dude,
other
like
time.
fucking move quickly to just take an easy game. If you're gonna dink and dunk, then do it in the same way that you do when you're trying to get 12 men on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But at least we got a nice completion out of that the offsides.
It's almost getting to the point where like you might even want to think about taking an onside kick if we take any more time off this clock before we score. And that's a big if. Like if we don't get a 2 point, one, I'm assuming we get a touchdown, which is the biggest assumption. But we'd have to get 2 point conversion, and even then, it might be like 2 minutes at that point. By the time we get to that point, like that's almost take fucking onside kick. I don't trust
the
our.
thing is, if you go with the onside kick though, like you have to get a 3 and out. You have to.
Our offense sucks, Cody. Our
Dude, I just
offense is
like I hate
so
the way that
bad.
the special teams rules have changed to make onside recovery so much more difficult. That was one of the most exciting plays in football, and they've made it something that happens like 3% of the time.
Hmm. Yeah, it's you're almost better off just like trying to do some like trickery type play to try to get it. I don't like that reaction. I'm on 2nd and 10.
3rd and 1, Rodgers throws what should have been a pick. It is in the defender's hands. Um, yeah, it's just
Um,
and
I was
it's
gonna say
actually
this to you. I was gonna say this to you earlier on that like 4th and 1 at the 1 yard line when we can't punch it in. When's the last time you ever seen Aaron Rodgers fucking sneak a ball like Tom Brady?
dude, he doesn't sneak.
I know he doesn't, but he fucking should at this point in his career. Probably could have got him.
Come on, baby, come on. Really?
Tell me,
Oh
tell,
my
tell,
god, dude.
tell me we turn over on downs.
Dude, fucking shades of divisional game last year. We go 5 wide, and Rodgers fires into double coverage to a guy he trusts. Um, and it's just like there was no real shot at this being completed. And you're talking 4th and 1. Like Rodgers could have scrambled for this. Instead, like this is game, man. That was a terrible decision by Rodgers. I want to see. Hopefully, the defense can stop them, and we send Jordan Love in so we can see a little bit of love. Because I'm fucking done looking at Aaron Rodgers today.
That's game. That is game.
Okay, Cook with an 18-yard run. Oh, well, man,
Oof.
you gotta just hope that it's LaFleur's insistence on not giving starters any real work in the preseason. That they just came out flat, came out kind of sloppy. Um, and of course the offensive line injuries. Let's hope that reinforcements come in and change the complexion of things. Like Rodgers was under a lot of pressure this game. Maybe the
Hmm.
offense looks way better if he gets more time. But I can tell you this much, man: if Aaron Rodgers is gonna play his favorites and refuse to look past rookie mistakes, it's gonna be a long, long season where we're fighting for a wild card.
Yeah, we gotta play a whole lot better this if we're gonna be fighting for a wild card, I think too, though. I expect us to play better. We should, but this was a pretty bad game. Uh, Fun fact: Aaron Rodgers' entire stat line is pretty similar to Devontae Adams' entire stat line.
Yeah, dude, does Justin Jefferson have like more yards than our entire offense?
It's another great. Yeah, yeah, probably. I would say so. Um, Rodgers is one. No, team. If you factor in the sacks, 162 yards. As a team rushing, we have 111 yards rushing. So we have 280 yards as an offense. It's actually really fucking bad. Justin Jefferson has 9 catches for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I don't think it's exaggeration to say when we compare the Packers to the rest of the NFC North teams today, we look like the worst team in the division.
I want to give a big, just like almost just like a real big like fu to that guy who wrote that article I sent you the other day, like last night, about how like he thought that Green Bay was gonna absolutely demolish the Vikings, like 40 to like 14 or something like that. And I even said after I sent it, I go, I do not share this guy's sentiments. Like I hope it happens, but I don't share this guy's sentiments at all. I would assume we probably. Do you think we trot? Is that Chandon Sullivan I just saw on the Vikings bench? They have Chandon Sullivan on their team.
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah.
signed him this offseason. We haven't called his name all game. Like Frank, we haven't really called any of the Vikings secondary defenders besides when Harrison Smith got the interception because they're just like
They
there
haven't had to
haven't
do
been
much there,
any passing plays worth commenting on it.
right?
It's just all been Zadarius in
Mm,
Rogers' face. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to Z. Like he was fired up. This game meant something to him, and he came and balled out, and his back did not seem to be a problem.
I mean, it's a long season. We'll see how it goes as the season progresses. It could be a whole different story come week 17 or wherever or whenever we play him again. But Zadarius is a big reason that we don't have more points on the board right now. He stopped that AJ Dillon run on that 4th and goal. He was the only guy around the edge and stopped it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, when I was looking at the schedule, I did think this would be one of our hardest games. Traditionally, we don't play well in Minnesota. And week one against a whole new coaching staff, a lot of unknown looks. And we knew the offense is going to take a little bit of time to grow. So this is definitely, I think, one of our harder games, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
the hardest. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the schedule.
I know we got Chicago next week, and I think do we got Dallas after that?
No, I don't think Dallas.
No,
Um,
Dallas is later in the year.
let's see. So we got Chicago next week, and then the Bucks after that. So, we better get our act together next week because
Is
things are
the
not going to
Bucks game
be.
is in Tampa too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like frankly, I think that's probably the second hardest game of the year for us. The hardest will be the Bills. Um,
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that game right now. I don't even
and
want to think about that
in
game right now.
Buffalo too. Uh, yeah, man. Like, but we don't have an easy schedule. Like, we played the Rams this year, the Eagles, the Titans, the Cowboys. Already mentioned the Bills and the Bucks. Patriots always played tough. We got Miami looks super improved this year. Um, like it's not an easy schedule, but I do think that this game, on the road against the Vikings, I would probably rate this. Let's see. I'd probably rate this as like our fourth or fifth. Yeah, I would say our fourth toughest game.
I would. When do we? Do you have the schedule up right now?
Yeah,
When do we play Minnesota again? Which week?
we play them again. Second to last week of the season,
That's what I thought. Yeah. All right. So like
and
January
then we
2nd or something like
close
that.
against the Lions.
Okay. Lions again, and the year with the Lions again for the second straight year, huh? Lions look improved too, by the way.
Yeah.
Played the Eagles, one of the better teams in the league, really solid today. Oof.
I'm pissed that like our defense can't even stop them from running out the clock because it would have been nice to have seen Jordan Love like get a shot at moving this offense.
At least we didn't get shut out, but dude, we gotta figure out a plan for Justin Jefferson next time. I do not like the game plan that they had for Justin Jefferson in this game.
I mean, obviously Jefferson absolutely abused us. He literally had a career day. So that is a problem. But at the end of the day, you're playing one of the best offenses in their house,
Mm-hmm.
and you hold them to 23. Like, I kind of think in today's league that's not a terrible performance. Like, it's not a great performance, but like that's a winnable game. Like, you hold them
We're
to
not gonna
23. Um,
we're not gonna
our
score 30 points
offense,
very often.
dude, we're not doing jack shit if we can't score 23 points on a regular basis.
I don't see us. I bet we. I bet we score under 28 points. 20. If I bet we score 28 or under more than we score over that all year long. How many games are there? 17 games. I bet at least 9 games this year will be 28 points or under.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's a fair bet, but I do think there's a difference between 23 and 28.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I'm a lot
it's
more
like
comfortable
points.
with, like if we put up like 27 points versus
We're
23.
we're gonna have to win some real ugly games this year that aren't gonna be like shootout. I don't see us ever winning like shootouts until maybe towards the end of the year when when the offense kind of figure out a little bit more. This team looks
Yeah.
this team just looks fucking bad right now. It looks just like they looked at New Orleans last year. They didn't get killed as bad, but it don't look good.
Yeah, I mean, they did make some halftime adjustments that have slowed Jefferson down. It hasn't completely stopped him, but he had at least 111 yards in the first half, if not more. I can't quite recall, but I know at some point in the second quarter he had 111 yards. So like we slowed him down a bit, and like the defense was on the field a lot, a lot. It's like the offense, if they can't give a time of possession advantage, it's going to be a long year, man. So we need to get rid of this shotgun bullshit and adapt an identity as a running team. That's what we are now.
Yep.
All right, so Jordan Love is in.
Is he?
Yep, he
For
and they're
straight garbage time though, but
yeah, they are trying to play though. Like Love he's rushing to the line, trying to move. He picked up a first down with Dylan. Dylan's still fighting. Ooh, nice pass over the middle. Hits DeGora. Vikings players are getting chippy, trying to punch the ball out when DeGora has been on the ground
Jaguar's
for at least 3 seconds.
nothing in this game. Like he was the guy I thought would like he's the player that we need to like step up. 3rd-year pro, 3rd-round pick. We need DeGora to
Dude,
like step up.
Jordan Love comes in this game. He is marching down the field rapidly. Looks decisive. He's going through reads, getting the ball out quick. Like he's not playing the Sandlot shit that Rodgers was.
Well, you gotta realize Minnesota's also probably playing super off soft coverage right now, though.
You don't think they were doing that when Rodgers was in and they were up 2 scores? Like,
Not at the extent they are now. Look at
well,
they
yeah, no, it's
those corners
different.
are playing 10 over. The corner was playing 12 yards off.
Listen, dude. Rodgers is
12 yards.
he's taken 2 shots over the middle the entire game. Jordan Love comes in for 1 series and he's already taken 3. Aaron Rodgers is afraid of the middle of the field.
I'm not. You saying we should sit Rodgers for Love for a game or two?
Well, Love just went to Christian Watson. That's something that Rodgers seems hesitant to do.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We don't even have a timeout.
Yeah, no, it's game over. Um, dude,
One
I'm saying
play.
Rodgers got to get his fucking head straight and get it out of his ass.
Well, congratulations to that coach that just won his first fucking game. I think this is LaFleur's 10th game he's lost in the regular season.
No, this would be the 11th.
Is it 11? All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, this will be the 11th. Yep.
Well, that's week
However,
one in the books.
you did call it, or you did say it, Jordan Love went 4 for 4 to end the game. 4 for 4 for like 50 yards.
Dude, I mean, it does seem like there was a difference with Love, like having progressions in his mind and going for the progressions versus Rodgers, like I've got my favorites and I want to find the matchup. And oh, wait, it actually looks like this matchup isn't great. Now I'm going to try to buy 7 seconds behind this
Mm-hmm.
offensive line. It's like, dude, you could do that 10 years ago. You can't anymore. But I'm just going to keep looking back to week one last year. And
We lost what 38-3 last year.
38-3. We looked like hot garbage. I was calling to fire Joe Barry immediately. And we turned it around. I mean, obviously it didn't make much difference in the end. But we did end up having a successful regular season. So, let's hope this is a wake up call, man. I guess Rodgers doesn't sound like he has a lot of urgency around this game, despite it being against our biggest
Yeah, I
division
was
rival
not
and
a fan.
threat.
I was not a fan about how he was talking about this game in his final presser before the game, but yep.
Uh, you want to run through the final stats?
Yeah, I'll run through some stats for you here. It ain't gonna be good, but we'll see here. So box score Rogers, 22 for 34. He had 195 yards. He didn't have a single touchdown in this game. He did have a pick though. Got
Pick
sacked four
and a
times.
fumble.
Yeah, and 4 sacks on top of it. He had QB rating of 67. So one of the lower ones of his career. Jordan Love, meanwhile, went 4 for 5 for 65 yards, quarterback rating of 119. On the ground, Aaron Jones was actually the leading rusher for the day. He only had 5 carries, by the way, for 49 yards. AJ Dillon had 10 carries for 45. AJ Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon combined for 15 carries. They need to
Each
fucking
be getting
double
15
that.
carries. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to be that needs to be doubled easily. Those stats need to be doubled going forward. Um, AJ Dillon was the leading receiver on the day. He had 5 catches for 46 yards.
There's a problem right there
Uh,
when Quadzilla is your leading receiver.
he also had the most targets too. He had 6 targets. He led everyone with 6 targets. Dobbs ended up being second with 4 receptions for 37 yards. Tanyan 3 for 36. Watson 2 for 32. DeGora 2 for 30. Jones 3 for 27. Sammy Watkins 3 for 18. So much for me saying Sammy Watkins is gonna have the best game of his career, huh? Uh, Juwan Winfrey 1 for 17. Cobb 2 for 14. Tyler Davis 1 for 3. Yeah, hey, we passed the ball around. Too bad, like the leading receiver went for 46 yards. Like it was
Yeah,
bad.
man. Cobb, he just doesn't look like he has it anymore. Like he
No,
might be a good safety valve when you need a 5 yard third down or something, but he's not going to move the ball after that.
I know you ain't
Um,
you ain't gonna like this, but dude, bench Cobb, put in Amari just to fucking like I know you ain't sold on Amari yet, but
Yeah, I'm not sold on Amari, but I'm sure as shit not sold on Cobb. And
Cobb's got nothing like he's not gonna improve.
right,
Amari might improve by giving him some reps still. So
yeah.
get
And
get
actually,
Amari up
I
there.
still think I like Winfrey and Samori Tour. I think both of them uh, show more versatility and explosiveness than Cobb.
Mhm.
Um, Dude, I can't honestly. I'm really surprised at how invisible Watkins was. Like, I thought the Vikings would blanket him, but not like blanket him for 18 yards. That's pretty bad.
Real
Um,
bad.
and dude, Aaron Jones, 3 catches. He's literally probably the best receiver on our team right now, even better than any of the wide receivers. And you get him 3 catches. He needs
So
to be out in the slot, lined out wide. Like, he needs to be treated as a wide receiver.
so he had 3 catches for 27 yards, but his longest was for 22 yards, which means the other two went for 5 yards or less.
You know what else? It just dawned on me now. Despite all the pressure our offensive line was giving up and the Vikings kind of pinning their ears back, can you recall us running a single screenplay?
I mean, there was some like somewhat screens where we kind of took the running back and like had him run a up and out, but not like a true screen. No, not
I
like
mean,
the far
think back to
base
the
screens
Lions
with
game
Mon Green.
at the end of last year, when Love threw to Degora and he took it 61 yards for a touchdown on a screen. That might be a part of the offense we want to incorporate a little more, design screens.
Yeah, yeah. I'm all for screens.
Dude, defense
You
really
want me?
dog shit. Like,
Yeah, I
the
was looking at
only
defense.
noteworthy play was Rashawn Gary getting a sack.
Yeah, there ain't much to say besides that. For the Vikings in there, I mean, everything kind of went pretty well for them. Kirk Cousins, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, only 1 sack. We sacked him just once. So much for a vaunted pass defense. We sorely looked like we needed Zadarius. It would have made a world difference to have a guy like Zadarius back. I'm almost wondering like I mean I think Z just wanted out. Like there was no way we could have kept Z probably, but I would have rather had Z than fucking Preston at this point, based on what I'm seeing so far. But
I mean,
eh,
yeah, based on their play today, Zadarius looked great, and like, he looked good in his return in the divisional game last year. He had a sack,
mhm,
first game back from back surgery. That said, like, I don't disagree with the decision to let him go. A guy coming off back surgery, playing that position, um, who's already a little disgruntled, and he's making one of the biggest paychecks on the team, win year and cap hell. I don't disagree with letting him go, but yeah, of course, I would love to have Z if we could. I still think we need a legit third edge rusher. Like, I want to call up like Jason Pierre-Paul or something. Um, Preston Smith, I did notice today. I kept my eye on him a few times. Um, he was getting some pressure. Like, he would get close to Cousins, but he was always like half a second behind. He wasn't quite
mhm,
there. And Gary wasn't really giving him the help to like meet in the middle. Kenny Clark, with the exception of one play, I feel like there was no pressure in the middle of the defense. Um, Cousins really could just step up. Didn't really have
mhm.
a lot coming from the middle. Um, we
So
barely blitzed, and when we did, we timed it poorly. Uh, but yeah, man, I don't know. Like, the bottom line on this game, like, you look through the stat sheet and you consider how we played. Like, the two things are Justin Jefferson destroyed us and we had no answer. Like, other than him, we contain their offense pretty damn well. Like, their next
yeah,
leading receiver was Thielen with 36 yards,
yeah, that's
and we
manageable.
held Delvin Cook under 100 yards rushing. That's a pretty good
Yeah.
day. So we had no answer for Justin Jefferson, and our offensive line could not hold up to their defensive line, and we were unable to find a strategy to adapt. Rodgers kept trying to hold the ball. I don't know if receivers weren't getting open, if he was only looking for trusted guys, if the routes we were running were too long developing. But it seemed like the only successful passes Rodgers really had all game were dump offs to running backs, and that's
I
a
mean,
problem.
it seemed like one of those games where like you had to rely on really the best of the best players on your team. And today, the Vikings' best players were better than our best players. I mean, Justin Jefferson was the best receiver on the field by far.
Dude, and like,
Zadarius was the best defender on the field by far. Zadarius was better than Rashawn Gary today.
yeah,
Justin
dude, like
Jefferson was better
their
than
defensive line was
Sammy
so good
Watkins.
today that we never even mentioned like Eric Kendrick's name. Like Eric Kendricks is one of the best linebackers in the league. He didn't even have to do anything
Yeah,
because the
he just played
defensive
cleanup
line
all
was
day.
already in Rodgers' face
Yeah, he
and
played
stuffing
cleanup all
runs.
day. Yeah. hmm
Um,
The Vikings backup running back Matson almost had a similar stat line to Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon today.
well, their backup's pretty good.
Yeah,
He's not as good as Aaron Jones or AJ
I know
Dillon.
Matson's pretty good, but like that was their backup running back who shouldn't be the full. Madsen had more carries today than Aaron Jones did today.
Yeah.
He had more carries than our best running back had today. Almost double. He had almost double the amount of carries. Aaron Jones only had 5 carries all game. He almost got 1 carry a game. That guy got 1 carry, or not a game, 1 carry a quarter. Matson had 8 carries today. He was getting almost two per quarter. I mean, you got to give Aaron Jones at least 10 carries a game, and then give AJ Dillon at least like 15 carries a game, I think, regardless of the score.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about, we have a new offensive coordinator in Adam Stenovich. He was formerly our offensive line coach. You got to think an offensive line coach is like a guy who likes the run game.
hmm
This did not look like a game plan he would have drawn up. This to me looks like Aaron Rodgers saying, "This is what I want to do."
Right.
And like, I don't think it's him subverting calls at the line. I think this is probably an institutional problem,
hmm
in installation, where we give Rodgers so much respect that we're not willing to say, like, you know what, I know you're comfortable with that, but there's a better way.
Yeah. Looking forward, how do you see the Bears game playing out next week?
I don't know anymore.
Right.
I really don't, dude. Their defense looked pretty good today.
Yeah. A
And we
completely
looked
revamped
like,
too. No Khalil
yeah,
Mack. No. Do they still got A Goldman? I don't know if they got A Goldman, but they don't got Akeem Hicks.
yeah,
No
yeah. They
Fuller.
they got a lot of young guys they're relying on.
Yeah.
They still got Robert Quinn, who he was a sack master last year. Um, but yeah, dude, we looked like hot garbage today, and it's gonna be in Chicago, and they're gonna be fired up. They don't want to lose that all-time win record.
It's in Green Bay, I think.
Are you, oh, all right, yeah. Actually, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's in
But
Green Bay.
well, God, I hope the team's a little more fired up to play in front of the home crowd.
I hope so.
Dude, the Bears are gonna be in their locker room being like, "Hey, remember last year when Aaron Rodgers said he owns us?"
Yeah, and the fact that they're 1-0 right now and then go up 2-0 in division and knock us down to 0-2. If we start the year 0-2, holy fuck, dude.
With the Bucks right after it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Well,
not
dude,
saying
I mean,
I'm not saying
that's.
next week is a must win, but it's already looking like a really, really important game now.
I mean, I'll say this much: if you go 5-1 in your division, it's very likely you're going to win that division. 4-2, that sort of record, it's much more of a fight
Yeah,
on
you're
like,
starting to get.
all right, it could be iffy depending on the other teams that the other division members play. Because
Mhm.
I mean, you got to remember, like Minnesota's schedule is not as hard as ours.
Yeah, yeah, because we were the 1 seed. We got to play against all the other 1 seeds in the
Mhm.
on our record. Yeah. Yep. Well,
God
you
damn, dude, Terry Bradshaw looks fat as fuck.
you can be
What
around the pot.
happened in the past 9 months? He's put on a lot of weight.
I haven't seen him. I'm still looking at the Sunday ticket thing. You you podcast next weekend, right?
That's the plan. I'm starting a new temporary job this week. I don't totally know my schedule yet, so I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I wouldn't even want to throw out like players of the game because we don't have any. So
I mean, I'll say this at least. I thought both Jones and Dillon fought for yards and they put out a lot of effort, but it just wasn't really enough.
we're gonna be in trouble if we don't get until we get back and out and back.
I'm At this point, I'm hoping that's enough to change the way things are.
I think it's gonna take us we're gonna live and die by how well our rookie receivers progress this year. Like they need to be the ones that are the X factors on our offense, and they're just too raw right now. Like it's naive to
Watson
think,
looks like he doesn't know what he's doing.
yeah, like
I
yeah.
thought Dobbs looked decent. He did make one mistake.
Also
Um,
remember Lazard's not out there either. Like he'll help a little bit too. Um,
yeah, dude, who knows how long he's going to be out, though? It's a
yeah,
mysterious injury that we have barely any info on.
I bet it's a high ankle sprain. It's a high ankle sprain.
All right, man. Well, I don't know. Hopefully next week's better. I'm still glad to do this with you.
Same,
Better to suffer together than alone.
same. Well, I'm gonna have another beer and drown my sorrows and have a shitty week at work and look forward to having a W on Sunday. Cheers,
Go
mate.
back, go.
Go Pack, go.